For sure.
Yeah, well, let's get back into this. But like, let's stay in the lane. But like, different thing about Disney and like their approach to movies right now.
Disney and their approach for movies right now.
Because it's movie day. Okay, let's talk a little movies, bro. Like before we get into some dance music, let's talk some movies. 5-10 minutes. Because I actually
Okay.
want to know like some of your favorite movies. Um, but let's talk about like Disney's
Pause. I don't know.
approach. Nah, I don't know. No pause, bro. Like it's movie day. I'm curious to know like what are some of your favorite movies type shit. No, and no. I will pause. Kind of.
see,
Oh,
see
holy
what I'm saying?
shit! Hold on,
See what
pause,
I'm
bro.
saying? I don't fucking.
I don't make
I
me.
don't make the rules, bro. I don't know.
It's movie day, bro. I mean, every
Bro, if
movie
you
theater.
feel it, just say it. You feel me?
I'm
Like at
feeling
this
it,
point,
bro.
yeah, just
I'm
say it.
feeling it, bro.
Pause.
Yeah, I don't know. Disney's approach to making movies right now has been pretty hysterical. I don't know, man. I think the first signs of me seeing some shit going down with Disney movies was the live action of Aladdin, bro. Or there was another live action before that. What was it? What was the Beauty and the Beast with Hermione? Hermione
You
or
didn't fuck
Emily
with that one?
Granger?
Yeah,
I haven't seen that movie yet.
I didn't see it either.
But like, just like seeing how Disney was gonna go with remaking movies for making it live
Live
action,
action.
I was like, I'm curious as to how that market's gonna react to that. And I
You
like to
know,
think it did kind of well, but I think again, I think I'm just tired of seeing the superhero movies. I'm tired of seeing like
how
the
do
the,
you
the oversaturated like.
how'd you feel about the live action of the Lion King, which isn't really live action, it's just reanimated.
I'm not, bro. Like I said, I have not seen it, bro. Cause like,
It's good.
is it good?
It's
Yeah.
alright. It's alright.
Okay.
It's not bad, but bro, it's like the same movie,
Same plot, bro.
just
Just
reanimated.
the graphics, bro. It's like, dude,
It's
I
not
read.
even live act because it's not like they're not real animals, bro.
It's all special effects, right?
You can't play us like how's that live
Hell
action?
no, bro.
True.
And not, well, it's not just Disney though, bro. It's a bunch of movie companies that are just running out of originals. Like I'll give you another example: Pokemon movie. Just give us another original Pokemon movie. Why you gotta reanimate HD? Give us an HD version of what we already got more than a decade ago, bro. Yeah, Mewtwo Strikes Back, bro. Same plot, bro. But tell me why with the new Pokemon movie, I didn't cry as much as the original, dog.
As much, but you still fucking cried. Fuck out of here, bro.
It's you remember you always want to make sure you're listening to the words. I still cried, but it didn't hit me as much as the original, dude.
As much.
Yeah, so
It still hit though.
it still hit.
I liked it.
I liked it
I
too.
wasn't mad that it came out.
I feel like they couldn't have wasted money on that shit. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. I'm like, yeah, you could just given us another revolutionary
Pokemon what
Pokemon
though?
movie. It's another Pokemon movie, bro.
You really just wanted another random Pokemon movie?
I mean, all these other
Those movies don't really do good, bro.
all these other Pokemon movies were all with
You know how
we're
I
all
know
seeing
those
within
movies?
manga.
Bro, you know how I know those movies don't usually do good? Bro, there's been so many Yu-Gi-Oh movies that came out over the years. I don't give a fuck about. But I love the Yu-Gi-Oh like anime series and shit like that, bro.
Okay.
But like it's just not the same. Like I if they remade like one of the first movies in like today's time, I'd watch it. Reanimated and shit, I'd watch it. And I think more people would watch that rather than a new random shit.
So when it comes to remakes, would you say you're 50-50? Do you encourage remakes?
No.
No. Okay. So you prefer new IPs, right?
Yeah. I don't want Fuller House though. You feel me? you because that's not
Right. Right.
it's a new shit, but
You know,
like
I think people are curious to see how it goes. But ultimately, I think when you watch Fuller House, it's like, yeah, we could have just gotten another IP. Like we could have just gone back and rewatched Full House.
yeah, or fucking make it a spin-off with the homegirl next door. What was her name? I don't know.
Kimmy?
Was it?
No. Maybe some other. Actually,
It might
who's
have been
next
Kimmy.
door?
Anyways, the girl next door,
Crazy
like,
chick though.
yeah, they should have spun off like a storyline with her. That would have been dope. You feel me? Like,
That was kind of like a storyline with like Fuller House. Like Kimmy, they're all grown up and now they're taking care of like their own kids. Like it was, yeah, like
I
it kind of
know, I know, but I
like
wish it wasn't Fuller House. You feel me?
yeah, like literally like money's tough, bro. The economy's the economy's harsh, bro. Like I said, they got fools from Breaking Bad doing Blue Chew pills commercials. And also too, this is like what this signals to me too is that the entertainment industry is looking to create product reliable on nostalgia and classics. That's what I'm seeing. Also too, what I'm liking right now is some might say this is oversaturating, but I actually do like seeing the variety of sitcoms right now. Like there's a lot of sitcoms on these streaming platforms, and I think I like seeing like a good variety of sitcoms.
What sitcoms do you like right
So
now?
like I'll give you an example, like a sitcom that's going on right now that I just came across. It's on BET. Michael Blackson has a sitcom, bro.
Trash.
It's not the best, but it's good to see.
I think sitcoms are trash,
Oh, so you're just not a fan of sitcoms? Like you never even liked the sitcom.
bro. Story you're gonna find like coexisting storylines in every sitcom you fucking watch,
Just
bro.
different
Like,
characters, different location, right?
yeah, and different angles, I guess, and like they're not even good angles. Like, but I don't care about the mailman's angle of you cheating on your wife, bro. Like, who gives a like? I don't know. Just there's certain shit like I don't.
I feel it, bro. I don't know. There's just something about Urkel saying, "Did I do that?" I was like,
Yeah, bro. I don't know, dog. Like they just don't do it no more. Like
like they don't do it no more. Not like in the old days, bro. Hell no.
I'm trying to think of what was like the best newest sitcom that I've probably seen.
Would you consider Workaholics a form of a
Yeah,
sitcom?
yeah,
I enjoyed that.
yeah. The Office form of a
Like,
it's sitcom
like
for sure. But like it's more satire sitcom.
satire sitcom. Okay,
I guess
right. I
whatever.
feel
But
that. I
like
feel
it's
that.
just. But the thing is though, like they haven't been done well. Like those weren't good while they were airing on air. And plus, most of those are Comedy Central, so that's totally different from me. But like, I don't know, bro. Like, they're not funny. Like, Dave's cool, but like, would you consider that a sitcom? It's on
It
FX.
doesn't. So when I think of sitcom, bro, I think of a laughing track. Like that's not necessarily what a sitcom is now, but that's what I was used to.
A
Like
laughing track.
a laughing track when someone would make a joke and like I kind of didn't like how a laughing track would be present because it kind of made me feel like as a viewer like oh like you think I'm a dumbass like I didn't like correlate this joke like I don't need a
Yeah,
laughing track to know like this is a joke like, but
you don't know that.
sometimes I don't know that right but like which is why I think for me sitcoms when it comes to Dave there's no laughing track so for me like traditionally it doesn't sit to me as a sitcom it sits to me more as a reality show bro right like cause it's like a yeah it's really like a
It's not a reality
it's
show.
scripted, but it's like literally his life. But it's like his reality.
That's not.
You don't think like the stuff that Dave goes through, like is like literally what like he's gone through in his music career? And he's just like documenting it and sugarcoating it into a show?
No. I think he's taking like the model of like how a rapper moves and shit like that, and a model of how a white Jewish person would move. You feel me? Like whatever the fuck he is. You feel me?
I
But
mean that
I
storyline
don't
has worked well.
necessarily think it's based off of everything he's going through. And plus, he has a bunch of writers in the room, so no.
That is true. Yeah, cause
Bro,
yeah,
there's
bro.
hella writers on that show. He spends hella money on that show.
Well shit, bro. You better be spending hella money because they're striking. They're on strike, bro. Damn. Have we ever seen a musician strike? Like about for royalties, bro?
Wouldn't happen.
Nah. You don't think it would happen? You know, do you think if like a bunch of musicians were to just go to downtown LA like with signs like pay us more, you think it
Who?
would make an impact?
Who you marching to?
I don't know, like just like how the writers
It's
are
different.
like
Writers,
protesting.
they could actually stop shows from airing and shit.
Musicians could stop like streaming platforms from hosting music if they stop making music.
No, think about it. Think about it a little more, Carlos.
Okay, let me think about that a little more.
You're not gonna take a deal if someone offers you a deal, bro. Someone's taking
I'll
these
take. I mean,
deals.
I'm gonna take. Yeah, well, yeah. Someone's taking the
Someone's
deals.
gonna make the music, bro. Like that's you know how many starving musicians there are and shit like that. Like people are gonna make music regardless. Like that shit can't be stopped. Like it's not how it works. Like it's just not happening. With the writers is different because they could affect right away, bro. Like there's already people in contracts and shit at the label. You feel me? Like the
Which is
writers is different because they're not under contract most of the time. And like literally, it's just a group of them that could stop, and shit's gonna stop. You feel me? It's not the same. Like the way music
mhm.
is set up isn't the same way TV is set up, or like the inter show and movie entertainment. It's not the same
Mm,
like at all.
okay.
I because to even produce a movie, bro, or a show, it takes a shitload. With music, it just takes one, two people, and like we got a track. Let's promote the track. Like
Uh huh.
it, it's not hard to shut down music. It's hard to shut down music, bro. Like no matter what, someone. So,
Yeah, I feel that. It's hard to shut down music.
how do you shut down music? How do you do it?
I actually don't know what you mean by that. How do I shut?
Like
What do
how
you
do
mean?
we go on strike? How do the music industry go on strike? And who? And then how do they get paid?
I mean, I guess it'd literally be we'd have to do our research and who's
And
actually
why?
controlling that too.
And what is it gonna resolve? How are we gonna get paid more money? Like how are
Mm.
we getting the money in the first place? Like you can't really tell us that. Like like it's just I don't.
Is there a union for musicians? No, right? Like not at all. Like it's free for all.
It's independent market.
Oh, yeah. Are you unionized like as a major artist? Like are labels like unionized? No. Like is music just not like a thing that's like unionized? Damn.
Bro, it's work for hire. That's what this is. Like this is a gig base, bro. Like that's what the music industry is. Like
Hmm.
we're gig based, depending on our streams. Like if we make music from streams, which it's really hard for anyone to make real music from streams and shit.
Hell yeah.
So like
Yeah. Like I what like I forget the numbers, but what's like the amount of streams that you have to get on Spotify for $1, bro? Just on Spotify.
I
Like
just know like one stream is like an eighth of a penny or something like that.
damn. No, yeah. I mean, like honestly, the most modern solution right now is like you mentioned, like if like for example, when it comes to music stream, if you want to get paid out more in music streams, you're just gonna have to make records that resonate more with people for them to click, right? Like it's really just a matter of like you getting those clicks to get the payout that you believe as a creative should be getting with your music or whatever. Uh,
What is a stream worth though? Like
as I mean, who the hell knows, bro? We've talked about this. Like, yeah, does anyone know?
and bro, how do you make money off of a stream? Say like we get people to drive traffic to our website and they can play music off our website, right? How are we making money?
Well, you'd have to place. Well, the way I would make money off of that, is I would place it. I would have to place like a some sort of advertisement before and after, and that's inconvenient.
And that's not stream. That's not making money off the stream though. That means the stream is worth nothing. It's technically not worth
That's
shit.
not true. Because
The data from the stream is worth something,
if
but
I'm
the
an,
stream itself doesn't mean shit.
that's not true. Because if I'm an
How?
advertiser and I want to get on a particular track,
That's what I'm saying.
I
The
could
data,
determine. I
the
could.
data. But that specific stream, like you streaming my shit, it didn't mean nothing. I got your data though. I got the data that you streamed my shit, but
Right.
the actual stream, like I'm not making a penny off your stream. I'm not making 2 pennies off your stream. I'm not
Mm,
making shit off your stream. I
right.
just got data that you streamed my track. That's it. And
Mm,
these advertisers are just paying for the data that people that you got traffic. So you're not paying for the stream really. They're paying for the traffic. You feel me? Like,
mm.
so what is the stream really worth? It ain't worth shit if you ain't got no advertiser. You feel me?
But a stream is worth something.
How?
Like an advertisement can look at a record and be like, we're willing to put our advertisement for this much because we believe, because like depend why it's worth it, who knows, but like advertisers are looking at certain labels and certain records like we're willing to put this budget on our advertisements to put on this stream. So even if it doesn't directly like show like a value to that stream as to
That's not
how it's
saying the
worth.
data. I said the data, but the stream itself isn't worth nothing. That's what I'm saying. It's only worth something when that advertiser offers you a dollar amount, and then you get to calculate how much that stream was worth based off of that dollar amount. But in reality, that stream wasn't worth nothing. They made the stream worth something. The stream itself is the data that you drove. Uh, what's it called? The data that you drove viewers to wherever
Mm,
is what they're paying for. They're not necessarily like you're not getting paid for their stream, is what I'm saying. You feel me? You're only
no.
getting paid for the data of the traffic. That you could prove that you're getting traffic, you know,
Mm,
and you can show advertisers that look, I'm getting this much traffic. But how does it so like the now think about Apple Music, Spotify, and all that. So the more ads that they could place on their app, then the more revenue we're gonna make. So if we all stopped making music, right? So that means there's no advertisements, or is there still gonna be advertisement on Spotify? And then if there isn't, like if we all stop, are we gonna? Does that mean like the advertisers are now gonna want to go to these streaming platforms? Do they have an incentive to go to the streaming platforms? No, because there's no one going to these platforms to stream music. So now we're devaluing music if we go on strike. Like, I don't like if you. I don't know. Like
mm.
that's just me like thinking
Yeah,
about it a
because
little bit.
the only thing audio wise would be left on these streaming platforms would be podcasts. Yeah, and let me
But
ask you this: would people still stay on like audio, music streaming apps, uh, if music was just completely removed and it was just like podcasts?
or what?
Like, do you think people like would stick around for these streaming services if they still like if they removed the music aspect, but they still had like some sort of audio form?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess like these big streaming platforms wouldn't necessarily be in danger either, right? If we stop giving them product, because
No, they would be.
they still
Because
get
like they need the traffic still. You feel me?
okay.
Like regardless, they need traffic. How they get the traffic is through the music, but the streams, like the individual streams, like
Mm,
how how people are trying to calculate how much a stream is worth, we won't ever know. It's only depending on how much advertising they're bringing in monthly or yearly, whatever. You feel me?
mm.
So depending on who's actually making money, like okay, say we're getting paid advertisement for this,
Show yourself. I just want to know who knows the true worth of a stream. Show yourself.
bro. Like we like you just you know it. You know the cost of a stream. Like there's I don't the worth of a stream is nothing unless you have how you said ads, bro. Because like I said, like say we set up our own website and we put music on it, right? How are we getting money off of people playing the music on our website?
I mean, besides that, I don't know. I don't know.
There is no way. Like there isn't a way. Like that's the thing. Like
Right.
people think like that click is worth a dollar amount. Like you feel me? Like a point.
It's not like
A,
buying a
s-
CD like from your favorite artist. Like we're
it's
not
not
getting
worth
nothing.
nothing, bro. Like
Yeah.
and I think that's where people don't like get it. Like it's not worth nothing unless it's on a platform where it's worth some. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
it's really not. Like you're promoting as an artist, when you sign up for these streaming platforms to distribute, you're pretty much signing up to promote their platform, bro. You're signing
Mm-hmm.
up to, hey, come over to this streaming service to listen to my track.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? But you're coming over to this streaming service where now the streaming service, because how you were saying, could put ads on their site depending on how much streams we bring in. So now they're gonna give us money based on how much everyone brings in. You feel me? So if
Mm-hmm.
everyone's bringing in like 100 or like, you could calculate how much that's worth. You feel me? Like depending on how much ad revenue you're bringing in at the same time. You
Uh-huh.
feel me? Like, and then you get to calculate, okay, well, a stream right now is worth this much, but maybe in a couple days, like a bunch of people uploaded music that brought in so many people, and now we got an influx of data that's showing like, oh look, now we got more people. Now we could show proposals to more ad companies, be like, hey, we just got more people coming in, like we could put more ad, you feel me, like, and then they're generating how much they could pay out individual artists with also making a profit to themselves. And feel me, I'm pretty sure that's how
Mm-hmm.
that shit works, like broken down,
Sounds about right.
because before streaming, bro, how were people making money? They were making money off of radio plays.
Not. Hell,
They're
I
making
mean,
money
I don't
off of
know.
physicals.
Yeah, and merch. Yeah,
Exactly,
importantly.
and that was pretty much it. Unless you got a label deal, which is just an advance. But like,
And live performances, like damn, bro, like live performance, like definitely brought like I think it's the breadwinner, like on top, like live performances and merch and like again like uh the physical music, the CD, the vinyl,
yeah,
the yeah, like the stream is literally like yeah, like if you
the
want to
stream ruined
if
shit.
you
If
want
you
to
really think about
financially
it,
like support an artist, if they have merch, buy that merch, like
it's if
cause
anything physical, pretty much, right?
yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. Or even like something digital, like if they have a Patreon and they're offering something that's like 5-10 bucks and like you're getting a bunch of like good ass perks, like that's
Yeah,
like financially supporting an artist. Streaming does like you playing the music, we love the support, but financially speaking, like Robert mentioned, it's on an average, it's an eighth of a penny. Uh
maybe.
and that's if it's an okay record, right? Uh so I think that's a real good advice for like any consumers and listeners that are coming across this podcast. If you want to like specifically find oh, we got who's in the chat right now? We got someone in the chat. I want to know who's in the chat.
Damn, we should switch. We'll switch the cable.
Oh, we got Criado. What's up, Criado? In the building. But yeah, no, I think that's some real helpful advice for any listeners that want to financially support their favorite artists. Streaming, I mean, obviously stream the music whenever you want, however you want, as much as you want. Like we'll take all the streams. Like I'm grateful for any stream, regardless if
Facts.
it's an average, less of an eighth of a penny. Like thanks for streaming my music. Because at the end of the day, like I know that the streaming money factor is not really important to me. So like it's much more important that like you're coming across my music when it comes to streaming and but when it comes to actually like financially supporting an artist and you really want to think about that, like if they have any other like artist services that they offer or merch, like definitely you can help them out in that way. It's much more helpful financially to buy an artist merch or if they have a Patreon, they offer services and perks. Shed out the $5-10 versus just like streaming their music and they just get what they get. Yeah, for sure. Like just helpful advice if you want to financially help your artists. Uh, yeah, because over time they took away a major revenue from artists, which is physical items like
You think?
CDs and like all that good
You
stuff.
think if CDs were still lit right now, a lot? How would how would an excision CD look? You feel me? Like a CD tape, like
Oh, like artwork.
all of that shit. You feel
That's
me?
hella tight.
That'd be
I didn't even think
crazy,
about
right?
yeah, because
Like
like
that's something we got taken away from.
it's funny because like when we think about artwork in the digital space, we think about a square and how like a design of a square looks like. But
Why
with
do
a
we have a
CD,
square?
you gotta work with like a different format. And I wonder, bro. I wonder if like we still had that CD format for design. I wonder if like any of my artwork in the present would look different. Because yeah, like you gotta think about. I didn't even think about that. Like the design of of your what your CD looks like, right? And then not only that, like even like I remember
Face.
CDs when you bought. I mean, I remember when I would buy new CDs, it came with the track list, and like the credits, right? And sometimes would show on the actual CD box, or actually it would just be see through in the CD box, and like the booklet would be inside with the credits and everything. That's a lot. Like honestly,
It just depends. Yeah.
I do miss a lot of the those that kind of interactions when buying music from an artist, and it's definitely changed. Because when you want to listen to your favorite artist back in the 2000s, you had to pray, bro, that your favorite radio station or just any radio station would play it, or you literally had to go to the store and maybe you didn't like all the songs of that artist, but fuck it, this album had the favorite song, and you bought the whole album, and you kind of actually grew to love the other songs just because you know you bought it. But now we're spoiled as fuck, bro. The selection, like we want to listen to our favorite track, we no longer have to go to
Yeah,
Target.
bro. Some people will never experience the annoying pain of driving in a car while there's a CD playing, and then you go over a bump or a speed bump, and then the fucking music stops and shit like that, and you're just like, fuck, and then you just got to restart the song.
Bro, let me tell you, hey, I didn't even think about this till now, bro. Like, imagine how would we as underground artists if there wasn't platforms like SoundCloud, dude? Like, how was underground artists like, dude,
DJing, bro.
like, yeah, you literally like back then you was literally out there like throwing CDs, bro. Like that was literally like your underground promotion, throwing CDs, throwing parties, like playing your music, DJing, like your music, like it was like you had to really go out there and like promote yourself. Versus now, like we're spoiled, bro. Like as independent artists, as fuck. Like holy shit, like. And honestly, I love to thank SoundCloud and like other platforms for like definitely giving voice to the underground because it's definitely helped a lot of smaller underground artists promote their music and get to new listeners. Cause yeah, man, it was rough back then. You definitely had to go out, spend money on like actual hard copy CDs, and you know some people would just give it away. I know for a while 50 Cent, like when he was coming up, he was giving away mixtapes, and sometimes we just give it away for cheap for $5. Um, you know some cats. I mean, I don't know why, bro. Like, I just don't think if I think if you're still out on the streets now and you're trying to like give me a copy of your music on a CD,
Where the fuck am I gonna play your CD?
bro, like I don't know why it's so like it's a scam. Like I'm just getting scam vibes, but I always see these groups. Um, I haven't been in Hollywood recently, but last time I was in Hollywood and other places, like I'll see these groups giving out, and it's just like me, like bro, like I can't understand like in today's modern time, like do you really expect me to like grab your CD and like put like consume it like in the CD format, like if you're a group wanting me to listen to your music and you're out in the streets promoting music, like how I would do it if I was in your position, I was like literally just do something entertaining, play my music, have a QR code, have people scan it, and like literally just not have people like just treat it as a billboard and like, cause that's just annoying, bro. It's just pestering, bro. Like I don't know, and I get it. You're taking advantage of the foot traffic, but no, yeah, honestly, scam alert. Like, if you see any of these like groups trying to give you like a CD for like a donation, just don't fucking do it. A lot of times these
I
CDs are
feel like
blank.
I feel like if you're still trying to hand out CDs, you probably just got out of jail for like years, bro. I don't
Holy
know.
shit, bro! And that's another thing too, bro. I like there's so many perspectives that I've never even think about. Like, just imagine about a person that's just getting out of like jail or prison that got locked up in early 2000s CD era, wants to become a rapper.
He's
Hell
been writing
yeah.
all the bars in fucking jail, bro. He's fucking lyrical miracle motherfucker. He gets out of jail, starts spitting in the fucking corner, starts handing out CDs, and everyone's just looking at him weird as
Like,
fuck.
what the
Do
fuck?
rag on, baggy ass pants, wife beater, fucking one chain.
Hell yeah, I'm about to get this collab with Paul Wall, guys. I'm like, damn, this was still talking about Paul. I mean, respectable, but damn, he definitely was locked up in 2000s. And no, bro, the recalibration
Tim's.
it's just crazy to me. Like how we consume music. Like we could just go on an app, literally search up for a monthly fee, right? For a monthly fee, we could literally just go on a streaming app, and you guys should do it for free, but you might have to encounter ads.
All right, oh, go ahead. My
Actually, I'm good. Go ahead.
bad. It
I forgot what I was gonna say,
as
anyways.
a music artist, what's one website or outside of a streaming service itself that you could say is probably like the most beneficial for most artists?
Outside of a streaming platform,
Yeah,
okay, I consider YouTube a streaming platform.
same. I have one off the top of my head that I just.
Like if I could just put it on a general, I mean, there's like obviously if I want to get like hella nerdy, I could definitely like go into it. But like I want to give like a real general like website that could be pretty good. Because this is a great question. Because take away all that shit, bro. Like yeah, take away all that stuff. Like what other resources can artists use
I
to?
like using Hype Edit. So it's called Hyped Edit, whatever.
Yeah, like you see, like I mean, I could we could definitely name off a lot of those platforms. Yeah, like Hype that it's good.
Like that's probably my favorite go-to, just because it could generate links for you. It could generate fucking all your streaming fucking platforms in one link, and like it can help you with a bunch of pre-ordering and shit like that. It does that too. Like so, I don't know. I think that's really cool.
I mean, I don't know, man.
Collects emails too, so that's really dope.
Well, that's the thing I was gonna say too. Like, not necessarily like a platform or a website, but I think an asset.
Yeah, yeah. Anything that
I think
you
yeah, I
say.
think like an asset a music artist should have is an email list, bro. Like, I don't know how many times I gotta say this shit, bro. Like, I think everyone should have an email list constantly building. And I think the one way to really like gather that like data for your email list is like if you're releasing music and you're cranking out free downloads, create a download gate and have people, give you your email for an exchange for that free download. That's another way how I've collected my emails over. I've collected emails, and I'll tell you why it's very important and how it's helped me as a music artist
And in his relationship life,
for sure.
you always hit back to big titty goth bitch 3 at AOL.com, bro. Always hit her back
Well,
with
like,
an exclusive message. This one's just for you.
fair, yeah, facts, facts.
Sometimes it might be a dude that messages back, but it's cool. You don't block them. You
Right.
just say, "Yeah, I treat all my fans like that."
On the point with that. Yeah. No, but like no, honestly, take away all the streaming platforms. And I think you should really, I think communication, that bridge of communication with your fans should always be sustainable, regardless if a streaming platform goes down. There should always be that constant, reliable bridge of communication with your
Between you and the
fans.
fan, not between the fan and you. Remember that.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Just saying, bro. I'm just saying,
Right,
bro.
right. This is one way,
Yeah.
and it's coming from the artist.
Yeah, bro. You don't
That
want two-way
wrong way.
communication, bro.
Yeah, take a different route. This is a
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
okay. We'll get into more of that. We're gonna get into more of that for sure. Actually, I'm actually, but you see, it's very important. You bring that up. It's very important.
They don't
Very
all need
important.
access to you, bro. It's cool.
So like, nah. I mean, so I think an email list is very important. I started doing like an email list in the start of I actually started like before a little COVID. Like I've been doing like download gates since 2018, 2019, and I've always been collected emails like since the start of Husky. And like since then, like even just like offering stamps in exchange for like email information, I've been able to like get people to like even stream my music like through the email. Like not even like versus like an actual streaming platform. Like let's say all the streaming platforms are gone. Like you can still host a Google Drive link or like any sort of like hosting file, and you can have people tune in like to the email and like still provide that transparency of like, hey, I just released some new music, um, and I have about like a good amount of contacts, I think it's very good, to have the email list not only for music releases, but just anything that revolves around your brand and like your participation in projects, music bookings. It's always crazy to me how uh, people don't think social media and streaming platforms crash sometimes. Like they be crashing like in unexpected times, and I think having an email list has given me peace of mind that if I have a release day and like all the streaming platforms are like unavailable, I'll still be able to have some sort of contact. And this is what's limiting, right? Like to my fans that have subscribed to my email list. Like that's what it has limitations, right? Like I obviously like new listeners will kind of just have to like figure it out to get to like my music or anyone else's music if you take away all the streaming platforms. Social media plays a big part too. You know, like if you don't have an email list, that's why a lot of people don't have an email list because many people rely on social media to be really sustainable. But we've seen Instagram and Facebook fuck up like once every like a year or two, and like I've seen artists like postpone their releases. Like, oh fuck, like I gotta postpone my release because I can't release my reels on Instagram. It's like, all right, bro, I got an email list. My plans are still going through, bro. Like, and those are the things that I've prepared for, and I've seen shit like that happen. And I think that's an asset to have. Something new that I'm gonna start experimenting to. Text marketing. I'm kind of iffy on what kind of content I want to push through text marketing, but I think when it comes to email marketing, music releases, shows do really great. Text marketing, I feel like has been really focused on event promotions. Like I've seen a lot of text marketing, a lot more so just event promotions. So I think when it comes to texting, um, I'll do it for a particular company. But like yeah, like email is like very important. You mentioned Hype Edit is like a real great uh again, like Hype Edit has limitations, bro. Because you know, if you want to stream my music on Hype Edit, it has to be linked through SoundCloud. And if SoundCloud's fucking up, like fuck, you know, like
Now they have YouTube too.
well, yeah,
They
that's the
have
thing
other
too.
shit.
Like no, well, that's the thing too. Like, they're all some sort of streaming platforms, but like outside of SoundCloud and like streaming platforms, like YouTube, like I think is like a great way like to just like get your content out there. Like regardless if it's music, a type of art, or some sort of entertainment, or just what, or like a personal entry of your life you want to just share with the global audience. I always feel like YouTube has always just been like a fair platform for any creative. Uh,
Fair.
yeah, do you agree with that or no?
No, good. Good. Continue, bro.
Well,
Continue.
no. I want to ask. Do you agree with that? I'm asking you. Do you agree with that statement? I'm
Can you
asking you.
repeat the statement?
I'm asking you that. Oh, okay. I'm repeating that. I believe that YouTube has always been a fair platform for creators, like when it comes to promoting like content.
No comment.
Let me know in the comments what you guys think. um,
What's
when it
fair,
comes to
bro?
music, yeah, when it comes to music,
What's fair?
like okay, let's be specific. I think when it comes to music discovery, it does a fair job. I think the algorithm's good. I don't know if there's a better algorithm out there to compare it to, but I can't complain about this algorithm when it comes to like pushing the music through it. It's fair. It's good. Gets the job done.
I don't think it's fair.
You don't think it's fair?
No.
I don't think I don't. I think SoundCloud is like
I don't think
way
any of the
better.
streaming platforms are fair. I think they pump you what they think is gonna make them more money. Like I don't think that's fair to anyone.
Well, I think when you come across comparisons, I think it's fair. Like I go through comparisons. I'm like, yeah, I think it's fair. Uh,
I
I don't know.
guess.
I don't know. It just depends on like, when it comes to music discovery, I think it's fair. When it comes to music discovery, I think SoundCloud's the better qualified candidate.
I think so too.
Like, yeah, I mean that's what I think. Like it does a fair chance of promoting new music on YouTube. Like the related videos algorithm's nice. Like it hits. But nah, if you gonna tell me SoundCloud algorithm is lacking?
No,
Nah,
look,
bro.
I want to say like with the whole YouTube, like they recommend me good music, but they don't recommend me shitty music, and that's what like gets me like, huh.
So you're okay. Do
Like
you believe?
why aren't I listening to shitty music? Like if there's so much music being uploaded on YouTube, why is it all the ones you're recommending to me bangers? Like, is that fair? You feel me? So like that's what I'm saying. Like I listen to more good
Well,
music than bad music on YouTube.
you gotta understand. Okay, so let me counter argue. Music's subjective. YouTube is pushing content to listeners that they believe that content's like for that listener. So for you to
So they
say
could retain viewership on their platform.
right, so like
Is that fair? Exactly. So
it's not
like,
unfair
how is that?
for both platforms. It's not unfair. Like each content of video on YouTube is gonna get its unique push of YouTube. Like it's just like on SoundCloud.
No, it's not.
Like you don't think so?
No, it's definitely based off of a bunch of different things. Your thumbnail, your title, your
Oh no,
content.
yeah, okay, no. Well, yeah,
That's
okay.
not fair.
Well,
So you can't say it's fair because it's based off of a lot of different things.
but
So it's only fair if you hitting all those things.
right,
Maybe.
but everyone's qualified to hit
No.
those factors. You don't think everyone's qualified to hit all those factors? You don't think everyone's willing to make commitment to create the best thumbnail they can, to create the best music that they can? You think everyone has limitations to that? Oh yeah,
If
okay.
my music derives from like just like a sudden death, right? But let's go a little more extreme. If my music derives like in like that realm and my content is very gory and bloody and blah blah blah, it's not gonna be pushed the same way other shit's gonna be pushed, bro. It's just not. It's not fair. Like it's not if I don't have the same views as the YouTube platform, like it's if my content isn't that, it's not gonna be fair to me.
Okay, but you're blaming it on. I blame it on the market.
How?
I mean, the thing is that when it comes to lack of viewership, there's other things you need to look into that. Like, there's a lot of reasons it could be lack of viewership. It could be lack of market, and it also to what you're saying, it could just be like the content, the gore. But it also too like it could be the market of that particular style. Like again, when it comes to
No.
dance music, there's like definitely like markets and subgenres. Um, so yeah, I mean all of these reasons and factors that come into play, like the graphic, the gore, the way music is packaged. Uh, like again, it could be that YouTube is just like being very handpicking about what kind of content they want to.
It's not fair then, bro. It's
But
fair within the
but the
realms of their parameters, is what you're saying, bro. I get it, but it's not fair. Play on our terms or don't play. That's YouTube.
that's what every fucking company, every platform has their like
So
legit
it's
rules.
not fair, bro. That's what I'm saying. You're saying it's a fair thing. It's not. It's not a fair transaction, bro. It's not.
What would you say it's fair? Okay, what would you
Chronological
say is fair?
order.
Chronological order?
That's fair, bro. I don't know. Why is it when you go to YouTube, there's certain videos popped up on the screen and not others? Why are usually the ones with more than 100,000 views?
When I'm coming to YouTube, I'm coming for entertainment. Okay, I'm trusting YouTube's algorithm to provide me. That's why I love YouTube. I'm trusting YouTube to provide me with entertainment that I believe I will enjoy.
How do you feel that people say YouTube is the mainstream streaming platform and all these other streaming platforms are the alts?
I agree that YouTube has been the media dominant in everything, music, podcast. No,
Not in
yeah,
music or
I don't
movies.
know. I think
No, because if they were successful in music, their YouTube music app would have been successful, but it wasn't, and they had a rebrand.
what did they rebrand to?
I don't remember. I don't know what it's called now, but they had a rebrand.
They're not. Damn.
So
Oh
they're not
shit.
successful in music.
Well, they jumped on that wagon. Hella late. Yeah. There has been music on
And
YouTube, but for them to monetize music has all the how they've monetized other streaming platforms that monetize music. They haven't done that. I believe. Like no, for sure. Like music, like video content is their specialty. YouTube, and that could come in the form of comedy, music, movies. YouTube is starting to like. I started to see YouTube like it's like it's
mainstream.
yeah it's I agree. Like I think when it comes to media, YouTube has always been the OG.
Do you watch Rumble
That's
or Kick?
another streaming platform. I have came across those platforms. I don't go on those religiously. There's no creators on there
You know,
that
on
want me to go
X,
on
there's
there.
no limitation on video upload now.
Huh?
On X, there's no limitation on video upload, so we can upload our podcast on X.
Oh, on a free plan? Yeah, you might have to subscribe. You see, they like to put those stuff on a
I
paywall, son.
forgot X has. I don't know. I don't know. I think we might be able to do
Probably
it.
not. I mean, Elon has done real cool stuff for Twitter. More lean
X.
towards X, lean more towards creatives.
Nice for Excision.
No, you know what? I like to think Twitter is another, I think, new important revenue to try out because I have been seeing a lot of YouTube content creators even uploading like the videos that they would upload their YouTube or on YouTube for viewership. They're doing the same thing on Twitter, and
Facts.
they'll even explain on some tweets like oh yeah, I'm gonna start posting videos on Twitter because like I'm able to get ad placements and like Elon, like yeah, it's a lot it's really attracting
They
the
can
creatives.
monetize on X now. That's what it is.
Yeah, so I think going back to the other question you mentioned when we were talking about platforms, I think X is like a new platform I would try out in terms of like yeah, like if your music has a music video, like upload it on X. And you I think viewership market it's different in certain platforms, I feel. I think a music video does a lot better on YouTube just because it's always been very dominant in music video content. YouTube has always been really great with that. But I have been seeing a lot of like good results with other creators on their Twitters when they post like their YouTube video on X, or they post a music video on like Rumble. Like like yeah, just like experimenting on other platforms that are new.
Well, a lot of people are just randomly getting demonetized on YouTube and having to go to different platforms. Same thing with Twitch. A lot of people are getting banned off Twitch and having to go to other platforms because they're just randomly changing their monetization parameters, pretty
Mm.
much. Like so, I don't know. I don't. YouTube is just
Would it be impactful to musicians if YouTube was gone?
not really.
No, okay.
Mm,
We're just or video supported platforms.
yeah, a little bit.
Cause like let's take it back to that one song.
Music
TV
videos.
killed the radio star. Do you know like the meaning between,
Uh,
like when that song came out, it gave the meaning of like when TV came out, we started like putting on footage artists. For a while, there was only just radio like artists, and you weren't really able to see them. But now, when you give an image to an artist, that brings in a certain kind of like now you're not just appealing to like music passion like passionate lovers. Now you're like attracting people that now like really enjoy like your aesthetics, your view. So like when you take away video supported formatted platforms and you ship away an artist's way to promote their aesthetic, their image, like I wonder how impactful that is in today's time. Like you know what I'm saying? Like imagine taking away like our like on SoundCloud. Imagine just taking away our banner and our profile pic, and it's just Husky and like our ability to upload artwork. Like just like I'm just thinking about the deep type of details like that. Like yeah, like imagine artists never having to be able to upload music videos
you
and like
know
express that.
what I think that evolution became like. It's no longer about just like the art used to be just the music, right? Just listening to the music. Then the art became music or music video or
Yeah, yeah,
visuals.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now the art isn't just all of that. It's
It's an
also the
ecosystem.
personality.
It's an
It's also
ecosystem.
yourself, how you carry yourself. Like you think now the artists are the art itself. Like we have to be art or else we're not interesting.
I think in today's time, if you want to convince someone, yeah, you got to be all about it, bro. If you want to, yeah, because there's other artists that are convincing other artists about what it is to be an artist, and you gotta, and yeah, honestly, you're in competition with like the people's time, and yeah, I believe that now because we have the outlets to like post like how we are, like yeah, like it's like what they say now, like with artists, like we should be like posting like constantly like on reels like for growth, because that's what consumers right now, like in music, are used to now. Are their favorite artists promoting content? Yeah, because back then, like people were just worried about, oh, the album's out, and then maybe the music video. But now, like we hear about the labels too, requiring artists like in their promotion schedules. Oh, the week of, I'm gonna need you to do 3 reels. Like just like the standard of what people view as an artist, it's has changed. I think. Um, yeah, but speaking about artists and underground artists, I do want to maybe uh go away of this topic a little bit. Well, actually, it's still in the topic. I want to talk about SoundCloud's new rolled out beta feature. Have you heard about it, Robert?
Explain.
It's called First Fans.
Oh yeah, this year, but I didn't. I clicked into it and I read it, but I didn't fully understand what the fuck I was reading.
I like doing my homework with shit that excites me. Facts. Um, this one excites me, bro, because it gives a really big power move to like new underground artists that wants to get like attraction when it comes to streams and exposure and all that good stuff when releasing new music. So like, apparently SoundCloud acquired a company that's like really into like music AI, like related algorithm, like formatting and like formulas, and they've been learning about the behaviors on how to like bring more streams to a new track. So they've learned like the algorithmic formulas as to like what formula works best to get a new track like these a good amount of plays within the first 24 hours. So their incentive with this feature is pretty much getting um and it's only just like with a few batch of Next Pro users. I'm not sure if I was a part of this, if because I just released the remix. I'm not sure if this was like something that was a case of that, but apparently when right now it's testing that if you're a Next Pro user and you release music, the incentive for first fans is the incentive is to get that track its first 100 plays within the first 24 hours, because their incentive is that they did a study that 40% of new music that gets pushed out gets less than 10 plays.
I believe it.
And SoundCloud, they've stated that that shit sucks. Because I know that it's very discouraging for an artist to put so much time on their music, and then on top of that, artwork for it to get listened. Or I mean, maybe that's not
Should
the
it be easier?
huh?
Should it be easier?
Should it be easier? I don't know. We'll get to that. Um, but they were saying that regardless of like if you're putting so much money and like promotion, like uh, I think there's music for. They're saying that there's music for everyone, and that they're making an incentive to where they're pushing an algorithm for new tracks to reach listeners that would fit that new track. So they're doing some sort of they're doing studies right now with certain tracks, and they're seeing and what they're doing is that for new tracks that get pushed out, like they're pushing to get it like more streams initially, and then not only getting just those streams, but making those streams worth like bringing in valuable listeners like that stick around, like listeners that actually stick to the style versus just pushing this track and the incentive just to get it 100 plays. Like, no, we'll get it 100 plays, but we're pushing it to listeners that are like already listening to this style of music. Um, and I think that's real great because I know when I was starting out as an artist, numbers kind of fucked with me when it comes to like getting my music out and like getting it to new listeners. And I think I remember when I got my first 100, and I was blessed to get my first 1,000. I got more blessed to get my first 10,000, and I think those milestones, uh, I think they're really helpful, motivating moments for an artist, to keep on creating content. Because I know it's very discouraging to get a certain amount of plays, and like you just for a while you're like, why am I releasing it publicly at this point? Like it should just be for myself. Like if I'm just gonna be getting these kinds of streams. But if an artist, like new time artists, they're Next Pro artists, and if this feature does well, they say that it's gonna get rolled out to like more users, like next users, Next Pro users, and then some free users. But I think that's real cool that SoundCloud's mm, making that effort to get new tracks listened more, and getting it pushed out. And yeah, and if you don't want to get like if you don't want your music to get heard, then you can just put your music private. Like you can always do that too. So I thought that was real cool that SoundCloud's doing. Helps out the artist a lot more. I mean, I think if you're releasing now on SoundCloud within the next 6 months, you should be seeing a bump within the next 24 hours for some users. Keep an eye out for that. I think that's real cool. I would have loved something like that when I was starting out as an artist. There wasn't a feature like that. Uh, when I was starting Husky and SoundCloud. So much more power to. I mean, more power to everyone, all of us that's in SoundCloud. I'm always gonna preach SoundCloud, bro. I sound like a broken record. I love SoundCloud, dude. I gotta get SoundCloud merch, bro.
We're gonna clip this out, put it on Pornhub. DJ sucks SoundCloud's dick for 5 minutes. That's what we gonna do.
That's not. That doesn't get. You get deep throat. That will get clicks.
True.
But yeah, bro. That's really exciting. Cause I got some new music coming out soon, and hoping that incentive comes across my way. Cause like I said, it's only available to some Next Pro users, and if the incentive is really positive, it's getting some real cool results. It's gonna be shared throughout all users on SoundCloud. Yeah, look into that too. Also, SoundCloud for artists, bro. Like talking about DSPs. I think SoundCloud for artists, if you're looking to stream music and put it on Spotify and Apple Music, I think that's a nice DSP to start off. If you already have SoundCloud Next Pro, like if you're already paying for SoundCloud monthly on Next Pro, like just yeah, and you haven't released on DSPs, just start off on that. It's not bad. I think there's other obviously like better DSPs that do a lot more legwork when it comes to like music placements and synchronization, but um like again, I really like the way like it's catered to SoundCloud specifically because it's unlocked a lot of like, features for me. Like for example, it opened up feature profiles for me on SoundCloud, bro.
10-minute deep throat, bro, for
Hell
sure.
yeah, I'm gonna maybe 15, bro. I'm enjoying it.
Pause,
Only
bro.
SoundCloud. um, you guys don't understand, bro. I was there when SoundCloud had groups. Y'all don't know nothing about. I mean, if y'all are in the live stream, y'all know about groups. If y'all on this video, type in the comments if you know about SoundCloud groups. Like, I'm telling you, man, I've been through it with SoundCloud, dog. Like,
So SoundClouds went this long without changing their algorithm to pump out music.
oh shit, hey, bro,
This
and they've
shit.
always been about empowering underground creators too, bro. And damn, bro, it took you 2023.
So you're telling us you've never updated your algorithm until now? Like, is that what you're saying?
They just recently acquired a company called Museo that like studies uh like music discovery behaviors and shit. And yeah, well, I mean, I guess better late than never.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I just honestly like
Better
it.
late than never.
I don't get it. Like, I get it. I get everything you just said. I get the algorithm and whatnot. But I don't get it. Like, why? Like, what's the purpose? What does it do? Like, it's getting artists its first 100 streams or whatever.
And
Like,
not only that, it's pretty much giving artists its first like marketing like campaign free. And it's like directing it to listeners that are like more so like probable to like that style. And that's why I acquired this like particular music company that specializes in that. So that way, because it's either that versus all right, go ahead and release it
who's this
yourself.
company?
Museo, that's what it's called, Museo.
Who are they?
They're a music company that have like implemented like a lot of music like related algorithms and a lot of streaming platforms. Uh, it's more to it, but I don't want to like keep on. I did that, yeah. Fuck you.
Nah, bro. Look, the thing is like okay, but why is like I understand like it's like
Well, I think if anyone was looking to get more streams, um, and objectively, I think like for newer artists, I think 100 plays. I think for me, 100 plays was a lot. And I'm getting specific because this is what this incentive is like focusing on. It's getting these 100 plays, and not just 100 plays. It's 100 plays from listeners that are interested in this particular music, whether if it's good or bad. Because again, it's subjective. And
let's just see how this work if it works. If it
right.
works out, all this stuff because like
Well, I'll
that
tell you
doesn't
what.
even sound like
Yeah, you don't seem too thrilled about it.
bro. It's just why didn't they just do it? Like, why is this an announcement? Like, I don't. If the other corporation that they just bought was already helping other people, already helping other music streaming service sites, like I don't understand why. I don't know, bro. Like it just doesn't make sense to me. Like it just doesn't. Like what is the
I mean, from the business perspective, from SoundCloud, I guess not sure. Um, I guess from the artist standpoint, I mean, I guess like I got nothing to complain about it. Like you're gonna give me more promotion to like put it into like my interested demographic. Hell yeah, run that shit. That's even. But like for me, like I kind of like if I never, I guess I never really needed like an incentive like that like right now. But this is way better like for new artists pushing new music versus the new artist that was pushing new music 10 years ago. Um, and like wasn't getting that push. Cause sometimes well maybe it is just that push, bro. Cause maybe again those 100 people could just be like that 5-10 people that might be in the space and like does something for. Um, I think that matters. Like cause like again I get that just getting 100 plays. This might not seem like a big deal, but it's not. These are not just any 100 plays. These are targeted, could be interested listeners, and not. It could just be also like figures, not just listeners, bro. It could be like SoundCloud is a producer like artist community. You know, like a lot of new artists like um, upload on there too to get listened by other artists, and I just think like going back to what you said, I just think that like speaking on the timing, like holy crap, like I'm thinking about it now. Why didn't they have rolled this out like as because they have had algorithms going on since years, bro, like decades. This has always been I feel like this has always been a vocalized issue with underground artists, like not getting
look?
enough like
The thing is, bro.
recognition or
Like
whatever.
you know how I was joking earlier, or have you never updated your algorithm? Bro, they're constantly updating their algorithm and never telling us they're updating their algorithm. Why
Mm.
are they telling us they're upgrading their algorithm now? Like, why are they telling us they're gonna give us 100 streams, like targeted streams? Like, that's what I don't get. It's not that they've never updated their algorithm before to get artist streams, bro.
Mm.
Like, that's stupid if they're not doing that. Like, that makes I just don't understand why they're announcing this because it's not nothing. You feel me? It's
Mm.
you're already always updating your algorithm. Like, why are you just telling us now and then calling it fan whatever? You feel me? The rollout. Like that's what I'm not like connecting. Like maybe because they gathered this other company, but it's not to say they've never done that before, bro. Like I don't
No, yeah, I'm sure they've
just
acquired.
I'm yeah I don't know. I'm just wondering like what. It's probably a good thing. I'm not saying it's not a good thing, like whatsoever.
Like, why is the company doing this?
Okay, look, the way I see this, bro, is like they're doing this because they want people to come here.
Correct.
Like the same way TikTok tricked people into coming into TikTok, bro.
Correct.
It's the same thing. It's not like they're helping really. No, they're helping regain viewer retention on their platform. And they're using it from artists now. They're taking not taking advantage, but they're giving an incentive for the artists to stay on their platform
Yeah,
more.
no
You
one's
feel me?
forcing artists to upload on SoundCloud.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's an
correct.
incentive now. You feel me? Like I said, I don't know why they're doing it. Like it just doesn't make sense and why they're announcing it. Why don't just do it? Are you announcing it so you can get more people to come? You feel me? Is
Of
that like
course. No, yeah, I'm gonna answer. Of course, bro. They're a company. Like they're gonna like they could have just did that behind the doors, bro. But dude, a
how they've
company,
been doing everything behind
bro.
the door?
Yeah, but like, dude, with companies, they need to have a good press release every now and then. They need to like obviously this obviously they could have okay theory they could have already been doing
That's what
this.
I'm saying. It's nothing, bro. It's nothing. What it's just they just said posted some shit that they said was new, but it's not nothing. Like it's literally not. I don't think it's not nothing. Period whatsoever. I literally think it's just
It's
another
just show. It's just
algorithm.
show.
It's
Yeah.
just another algorithm change, and like it is what it is, bro. Like they're now like they're getting data more now somehow. You feel
For a
me? Like
fact, they're not getting less data. Hell
exactly,
no.
they got a data team for music to analyze music, which is basically them telling us, hey, we're gonna be looking more into like all your personal shit when it comes to your music streams, and we're taking more of your data now. Blah blah. Like that's what I'm
No,
saying
it's
and
what it
whatnot. You
is. No,
feel me?
it
So I'm
literally
just like,
is.
okay, you're telling us. you're trying to flip it into. I don't know. It's just because I read it, bro. Like I legit read it, and I remember after just being like, "What? What are you doing? Like, did you do anything new then? Like, there's. I don't think they did any. Like, I don't trust it, bro. I don't trust. I don't trust it, dog. I don't know. Something about it that I just don't get. It doesn't make sense to me at all. Like, what's SoundCloud's move?
Like within the next 5 years, you'd say next
Yeah,
year or so.
period, bro. That's what I don't get. Like, what is SoundCloud? I get it, it's for the artist, but you can't promote it's for the artist, but use artists. And I'm not saying that's what SoundCloud's doing, but that's how they create most of the revenues through artists.
They create exploitative incentives.
Yeah, exactly.
Could you say that?
Yeah, exactly. And specifically the artists. I would understand if you like aim that towards fans, but now like you're aiming it towards me. Like, okay, now I could use the next. I could pay for the pro and get these fucking circulated into this new algorithm. You feel me? Like that's kind of sus to me, fam. Like I don't know. Like I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know. But I get it. SoundCloud needs to make its bread.
I mean, they're guaranteeing you 100.
Are
As
they
in,
though?
we'll see.
Are
We'll
there? Are they
see.
saying that they are trying to guarantee you up to 100, and in reality aren't saying shit? Again, like I said,
Yeah, we'll see what the
we're gonna try to get
statistics.
you 100 good listeners, not just 100 random listeners this time. That's what you just said. Not
Right.
you, but that's what they just
But I
said.
mean, like when it comes to a listener, like even like me as an artist, I'm not no like music big data analogy. But like when it comes to SoundCloud, like you could definitely like it's crazy. Like you can learn like the behavior of a listener. Like so, I mean, it's just so. I mean, I hope. I mean, they got the data to provide these artists to the targeted listeners, bro. Like, like, because if I'm able to like get that data, like I'm for sure like they could get that data. So I mean, again, it's just a matter of like this plan being in effect and seeing how people. And then the thing is like I think SoundCloud should be like notifying like the incentive on which record it's happening, so people can make like a you know that's another thing too. They don't let us creative scale how that incentive like is like valuable. So I
I
don't know.
it's just not. It's dope. I think for whatever it is, bro, it's dope as fuck. Whatever it is, it's just a little sketchy. Not sketchy, but like okay. I don't know. SoundCloud's changing a lot, bro. A
Bro,
lot.
it's not
A
the
lot.
it's not the 8-year-old nephew that we knew 10 years ago, bro. He's the 19-year-old motherfucker that went to college and he's back. Oh, what's good, man? It's been a couple years.
So what's up with SoundCloud Go? How's that going?
I've not actually used that. I have not.
Was that a failed launch?
Why is yeah okay? Let's talk about SoundCloud Go because I'm trying to figure out why certain artists is limiting their catalog. Well, I have another theory as to why, but this is just me saying that SoundCloud has like exclusive deals with certain artists, where like some records is like, hey, like for this record, SoundCloud Go, this record SoundCloud. So they're trying to make like listeners like
I
go for
think
that
it's
close
not
shit.
SoundCloud with the specific artist. I think it's those artists are from a label.
Oh
And in
yeah,
order
yeah,
for me
yeah.
to get my music on SoundCloud,
That's what I
you
meant.
have
Yeah.
to be subscribed to the Go subscription because if you're not, I didn't make no bread off of it.
Yeah,
So
cause cause SoundCloud has been a lot more involved with labels, and they have these partnerships, bro. Like, hey, like if your label releases on our shit, it's got whatever the
only
deal is,
SoundCloud Go
half
members.
catalog or whatever, half of the catalog, all the catalog has to be Go. I mean, I don't have that, but from what I hear, if you want offline listening, that it provides that. If you're a DJ and you have a DJ program that streams SoundCloud Go. You can stream SoundCloud tracks from your DJ. I mean, it has a lot of cool perks. Uh, I personally don't know anyone that has a SoundCloud Go membership.
I mean, if you
Um,
have SoundCloud Pro, don't you technically have Go?
you get a discount.
I don't have Go. What the fuck do I need Go for, bro?
Primarily, the only people I've seen get Go has been DJs to use the streaming feature for their DJ program.
Oh, so they just don't know how to download music.
The
Stupid.
Hey, well, bro, I mean, storage is getting a little more expensive these days, so
Well, then you can't be a DJ, broke boy.
oh shit, facts, bro. You know what? It's been
Oh
hey,
fuck,
but like on adding on to that, it's gotten so much more cheaper and accessible to get into DJing, and like get music.
bro! Delete the shit you don't use, bro. Fuck you, me, dog. You don't need all that shit.
You
You
know,
don't.
bro, I'm on a DJ Facebook forum, a group. I'm in a DJ Facebook group, and there's this guy that posted, "Oh, guys, I'm in deep trouble." I'm thinking, oh, it's gonna be some like serious DJ
Water
shit.
fell on his
Yeah,
controller. Something.
some like reasonable shit, right? He's like, guys, my record box cannot connect to the BeatSource streaming library. I have no music. I'm like, bro, you mean to tell me that you've been doing gigs with just music streaming? Like, you don't have no files? This is me in my. I didn't comment. This is me in my head. But a lot of the comments were like,
You should
bro.
have been like, stupid bitch. Like,
Well, a lot of these the comments were going in on this fool. I mean, DJs were like, yeah, bro. Honestly, you should just be having a hard drive with actual files and like not really rely on. Yeah, because this guy's like, yeah, bro. I thought this venue was gonna have Wi-Fi, and I'm like, bro, are you kidding me? Like,
you don't have Wi-Fi on your phone. If you're fucking doing that, you gotta at least have Wi-Fi on your phone.
no, yeah, for sure. I've been trying to contact Verizon to give me unlimited hotspot, and
Oh, you have
yeah,
Verizon.
bro, because yeah, Verizon's fucking stingy, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, Verizon's gonna get theirs.
I was gonna shout out my
Run it.
nah, it's not
Nah, you're
worth it.
not
It's
for
not worth it.
for
I mean, I have
AT&T, bro.
unlimited.
Fuck it, bro.
I have it's not. I have unlimited
Adriana's
hotspot,
insurance.
but yeah, no.
That's what's up, though, bro. You know, I'm going to Canada next month, and I looked into eSIMs, bro. Really clutch. So I think it's like for 15 days.
The little card.
Well, it's yeah, but it's an eSIM, so you can now
You
buy an eSIM like
put it in your
online.
phone. Wait.
You don't put it in your phone no more, bro. Yeah, it's an eSIM. So when you go, so like there's eSIMs for different countries. So when I go to Canada, when I use up my Verizon data plan, uh, I bought an eSIM, but I'm gonna activate this eSIM. It's literally stored in your phone, no physical eSIM, bro.
Okay. Okay. Continue.
So for $15, I'm not sure if this is cheap or expensive or not. It seemed like a good deal, but for 10 gigabytes of internet, $15 in
Okay.
Canada. Um, for 30
So
days.
you just use the app or something, or like
So yeah, you go in your actual settings, and you actually it's there's a manual. It's easy. I looked on
okay.
the video tutorial.
Okay.
You're literally just switching out carriers, and you're actually getting in. Yeah, you're becoming like a Canada data phone,
Gotcha.
but you're not. No more
So
physical
now
stuff.
you're giving Canada your data.
Hell yeah.
So you're a traitor.
Treason, treason, right? That's treason, right?
It's treason, Carlos. Fuck
Fuck.
out of here.
But yeah, well, I don't know. I just wanted to say that that's a real cool thing that I learned about like going to another country is that you could get a Aerolo. That's what it's called. eSIM. Yeah, you literally just buy it when you get into your country. You activate it. It connect. Oh, Aerolo connects to the best 5G Canada like plan. So that's why I got. There's other eSIM companies you could go through, but Aerolo uh, connects to the bell towers specifically for Canada like 5G. So that's why I got that. It was like $15 for 10 gigabytes, something like that. And there's a lot more. You get more. You could vary like the sim. There's like $5 eSIM for like 1 2 gigabyte. Yeah, it just depends how much data you use. Um, and, you know, I thought that was real cool. Like if you're a touring artist and like you're always like uh coming across data issues because you're on an American plan, look into eSIMs, Airlow. They got European eSIMs, Canada, North American eSIMs. Like, yeah, it's so cool. I didn't think this has been around for about 3 years now. And I wish I could have used this like when I went to Mexico or some shit. Like, yeah, because Mexico, like, brutal, bro. Not that many public Wi-Fi areas and shit. So oh, but
Yeah, it's
yeah.
hard to fucking jerk off in public sometimes with the Wi-Fi and shit. What?
Right. What? Yeah. Whew, yeah, dude. How we feeling, bro? How we feeling?
We
Yeah.
outside, bro.
Yeah,
We
music.
outside.
You working on music, bro? I seen. Oh, dude, you be on your future rhythm, melodic bass kind of feels, bro. Hell yeah, dude. That's what's up.
Making
Yeah.
some shit, I guess, bro. I'm making some shit. Making music, bro. I don't know. I just want to make some fucking heavy music right now. That's it.
Let me ask you this right now: when you're making music, are you objectively making music, or are you expressing? You can still be expressing when you're objectively making music, but are you like are you vent? Okay, okay. Are you venting when you're making music right now, or are you objectively making music? Does that make sense?
It's always expression. It's always
Okay, it's just a
expression.
matter if you're like actually venting it out, like emotion wise. So would you say like sometimes when you get into sessions, you're
It's
not
all emotion and expression. Like if I didn't have any of that, I wouldn't be able to produce. Like,
okay? So so you can't just go into a session and make a hip hop beat if you're not feeling that, right? Like you're making what you're feeling.
I'll make some trash shit. Like it's all like whatever I'm feeling, bro. Like I can't like make some rhythm shit, but I'm fucking sad, dog. Like it's just not
Oh.
gonna work, bro. Like that's just not how it is. Like it's whatever like I'm feeling. Like if I'm feeling like calm or something, then like let's write some melodies or something. Or if I'm feeling like all right, like aggressive, then let's make some hard ass drops or something. Or if I feel like I just want to get some shit done, bro, I'll just go straight into drop and go from there.
Okay.
But I don't. It just depends. Like lately, it's just been. I need to make some on par shit. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Like I've been really fucking looking into mixing and fucking getting all these new plugins and VSTs. I recently got this plugger plugin plugin called Texture, which is pretty cool.
Plot twist. He meant that shit.
uh called Texture. It's pretty dope plugin. It just adds like what is like adds more textures to your fucking synths and whatnot, and there's a lot of cool stuff. I just got Palindrome, which is the granulator synthesizer, which is pretty cool. Which is just like I don't know, resamples a lot of your samples and makes them sound like crazy trippy. I also got this other one which is helping my mixing a lot. It's called MSED, I believe, or something with those four letters. But what it does is you put it on each of your tracks and you open it up and it'll like let you solo out for me on each track. So say I'm listening to let's see, I'm playing like a bass or something, right? I put the VST on it, and then it has two like knobs pretty much, and you can solo each knob, and each one has a mid and one has a side. So basically, like you could mid out your synth. So basically, only hear what the
The
middle of
mid of
this,
the synth is
yeah,
it's
like
crazy.
yeah, through the speakers how they're coming out, and then you could solo the other wide like what's playing on the outside and shit, and then you're able to like gauge how much of the middle, the center you need, or how much of the wide you need, and you could like pretty much adjust the two knobs and shit based on how much you think you need, and it's been helping me clean up a lot of my mixes, bro, like a lot. I think that shit helps so much. Also, what else did I get? But I got a whole bunch of fucking VSTs, and I thought I got them cracked, but I just got the fucking demo version, so I'm kind of upset. But it's cool. I can still use them. I'll record in whatever I need, and then I don't really, have to use the actual. I get around it. You feel me? Like I get around it. But the palindrome one, I just got to yesterday
Oh,
or 2 days
nice.
ago. Cracked it, bro. That's why I use FL, bro.
Is that just an FL tool? No, I
No,
mean I feel that though. Only FL.
it's why I use FL.
That's why we use FL.
I just know, bro. I'm at the point where like I know how to use FL in and out, bro. Like I
I
don't know
feel
if you're
that.
there too, but like there's nothing that I can't do on FL.
I'm
Like
not scared of F1 no more.
if you tell me like I could look at someone else using another DAW and I could see them do what they're doing and I could be like, I could do that in FL. I get the idea and I could be like, okay, let's go. Like I'm at that point now and I'm just like, all right, that's cool. But yeah, honestly, like my mixing, I think I'm on, I'm getting there. I'm fucking getting there. And
Mm.
that fucking mini meters, bro. Also, how do you mix?
How do I?
Yeah,
Okay, can you be
crazy question.
specific? Can you get specific? Cause like, I mean, how do I mix? Okay, so like, I add in a track. Every time I go, I use a sample that I want to use. I add it like directly to the mixer.
Uh,
Okay, I'm gonna explain my mixing. Like,
yeah, let's go.
I like the sample. Okay, I'm gonna assign it to a mixer track. Boom. I'll start already lowering it, like quiet.
Is there anything on your master?
I take off the limiter.
Okay,
That's about it. No,
okay.
no, no. The
Continue.
master's naked.
Okay.
No, well, and I'll throw EQ. No, yeah, I'll EQ it. Yeah, like
Okay.
it's always every time it's like a how do you say it's like a muscle tendency. It's a muscle tendency to like
You'll
put
add EQ.
EQ.
Yeah.
High cut, low cut, just depending on that sample, right? Or not even. It just depends on the sample. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, once I'm done with the effects part, that or yeah, EQing, then it's just placing that sample. But yeah, I mean, just the mixing process, bro. I mean, I just assign it to a mixer track. I start low. I EQ whatever I don't like already from what I hear of the sample. A lot of times, it doesn't need much. A lot of these samples are really nice. But when it does need EQing, I do EQ. I always just put an EQ. It don't matter. Um,
Sometimes it might be empty, but the EQ is on there.
it's just got to be there,
Yeah. I do that shit too.
well, look, cause because when you put more shit on the track on the project, you might have to go into that track. Oh, the EQ, but it's already there. Like it doesn't hurt to have the EQ there, I guess. No, it doesn't. Well, I mean, I don't know. The storage. I mean, like depends on kind of EQ. Because if you got fab filters on like every fucking track, then yeah, the CPU might be bugging you. But I use like the default EQ for now. Um, yeah, that's. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what else you'd like to know about
Do
the
you
mixing
mix? Where do you
process.
mix to? On the
Oh,
master.
where am I sending these levels to?
Yeah.
I'm sending it. Well, it depends.
What are you trying to peak at on your mix?
Oh, depends on the. On the master or on the actual
Yeah,
track.
on the master.
I try to keep that under -6.
Gotcha.
Try to keep it.
Try. No, yes, no,
Try.
trust me, bro. That try is very prominent in that statement. I understand.
But would you agree with me that sometimes like nah let's get we'll flex it
So
-3.
check this. Yeah, yeah, for sure. For sure. So check. All right. Well, that's how I used to mix. I don't mix like that no more. Like I found, not found, but I was,
Like Romeo said, if it sounds good and like it's still like if it's clipping, like just still go with it.
bro, mix with the master. Mix with the fucking master.
Mm.
Mix with. All right. So you know how the limiter comes on with the project, anyways. Go into the settings and click on max loudness, and just produce off of that, bro. Produce, level everything like that. Get your levels, make everything sound good through that. It doesn't matter where your levels are really peaking. Just listen and really just like gauge off of that and whatnot. And then when you go to your master, bro, like it's crazy to sound it, like to say this, but once you put the ozone on there, take off that limiter, bro, you're instantly gonna hear like, oh shit. Cause now that technique that mixed to a -6, that's not a EDM technique. That's a technique that we learned like when we were going to school and shit. Like that's to mix if maybe you have a lot of live instruments, maybe you don't have like the best
To have that
samples.
room for mixing.
Exactly.
EDM's loud as fuck.
We don't need to have that room, bro. We don't. So like
Mm.
mix to the master, bro. Mix to your master or light master at first, because then once you add in the your ozone or whatever you use to master, like that, you're gonna hear the instant flip and difference because
Mm.
that's a mastering tool. Whereas right now, that limiter that you have on there, it's just like a, you're hearing everything loud pretty much. You're literally just hearing all your samples loud.
Yeah, because that mastering technique is not translating into the EDM world. Because
Mm-mm.
we hear the records, it's like, oh yeah, like they're
And
obviously not. Well, for a while, I was skeptical. I'm like, how are these EDM people like? How are we as EDM artists making our tracks sound clean and loud like this while keeping it -6? For me, I was like, no, there's something
it's
more that
not.
I'm not like.
Yeah,
I'm like, no, bro, people are not like
they're not.
keeping it quiet. They're fucking,
No, bro, they're cranking it.
they're fucking
They're
loud
crank.
and it's loud, bro.
Yeah,
Like
and so like also
it's
like
just cleaning it up. Yeah.
in bass. So like, but this is what I do. I do set my kicks and my snares initially. I'll make them peak at 6, like just the individual tracks though.
Yeah,
But
those will be my loudest.
in the master, like I don't, I'm not really gauging on how loud everything's peaking in the master. I'm just looking at where each individual elements and then listening, right?
Do you
But
naturally
so
do that to set like a threshold, like for like how loud like you want, like
yeah, yeah, no, yeah. So
right?
my kick and snare are gonna dictate how loud everything else is,
Oh, got you.
which it should. So
I'm the
like
same way. Yeah,
your kick and snare should obviously be the loudest, and then your sub should be the second loudest thing in
second
your whole,
loudest.
yeah, in everything, bro. Like that sub should basically peak maybe like 2 or 3 decibels underneath your kick, and then everything else sit underneath your sub a little bit,
Right.
because then when you master, bro, your sub's gonna get drowned out by everything anyways, and then everything that's loud, like your higher frequencies, are gonna be high, like heightened, bro. Like they're gonna be louder because all your when you master, bro, everything that's in the higher frequencies gets sharpened, like almost like they get loud. So you don't
Yeah.
need them loud in your regular mix, really. You just need them present
Present.
underneath that sub a little bit, because right when you put that master on, bro, they're gonna peak. They're gonna peak, and then all your synths, like IEQ everything, not everything, but like I put like a after like 2,500, like nah, like 5K to 7K, like I could put like a EQ out like that high end, because you don't need it. Because how I heard is that's where your percussions are gonna bleed in through. Your percussions are gonna, like your snares, hi hats, like that's what's gonna
You
fill in
want your
that space
percussion. You
right
want
there
those percussion frequencies
to hit right
to not,
there.
yeah, and to not get interfered with all the other instrument
Yeah,
frequencies.
and you won't need the resonant from your synths, because your high end is gonna come from, like I said, a lot of the percussions and
Yeah, it's
shit
already
like that.
covering that layer.
Space, yeah.
Yeah, that space. Yeah, yeah.
So like that's how I've been mixing, and bro, like it's helped so much. Like it's insane, bro. Like right when I put the master on, I'm just like, oh fuck, like, cause when I was mixing to 6, making sure everything was peaking at 6, I'd put the master on, and it just wouldn't smack. I'd have to make it that shit smack. Like I'd have to do a bunch more shit. I had to go back to my mix and start adjusting shit. But now I'm just like, oh no, I could trust what I'm hearing now and just putting it on the master.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, the consumers also are not looking at a meter when they're consuming music, bro. All they're saying is, "Oh, this is loud, but I like it."
And then peak at negative 2.2, I think, or point oh 0.02 or whatever. That's where bass music should be peaking at. So not at 0.0, not at 0.1,
Like as it is, right?
0.2. Yeah, that's where it should be peaking at. Negative 0.2 or whatever.
Yeah, and you know the people that tell you like how where your volume should be at, you're only gonna hear this from producers. The listeners don't give a fuck. Like ultimately, they could just adjust it on their. I mean, there is like a traditional like decibel that I think for like streaming it should be, but it is definitely transparent with EDM records that it a lot of times it passes
And
that traditional threshold.
and you know what also, like, mixing to -6 isn't really a good thing, because in your master, bro, you don't want to compress. You don't want to compress your master.
Not
That's
as
like the
much actually.
bro. You
Yeah,
don't want to compress it if you don't have to. Like you really,
right.
compression shouldn't be a part of the mastering. Like there's
You're just adding more to the. You know, you're adding more unwanted.
yeah
I get what you're
frequencies and
saying.
shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
you just don't want that shit in general.
Like you know what, bro? It's crazy that we're talking about this because for a while, I remember I had a producer tell me I don't master my shit, bro. I do all my final mixes in the mix.
If he's mixing with the master on, then that makes sense.
Yeah, and I'm like, bro, like, so you don't even throw an ozone after your mix? Like, you just, he's like, nah, bro. Like, I just literally trust my ear, like, and I look at the meter and like, I might be clipping, but like, I feel like I don't really. Yeah, he said specifically his mixing style that master like the mastering process of throwing notes is not required for him. But he was able to achieve the loudness. And I'm like, damn, bro, like what you're doing is
He
like,
probably has a limiter for sure.
yeah, he has some sort, yeah, he has some sort of like or like the whatever you had mentioned was it,
Limiter.
yeah, like a limiter. Uh, what
Yeah,
was the other
bro.
one you
Like you,
mentioned? What was that program you mentioned too to me? Throw
ozone.
on the, no, you said throw on the max loud. What was it?
Oh, max loudness
So yeah,
for
I'm gonna
the.
try that. Yeah,
That's a preset and the fruity limiter.
fruity limiter. Okay, max loudness. Okay,
Yeah,
preset in the fruity limiter.
cause
Okay.
cause literally like, cause think about it like this too. When you're mixing to -6, right? Doesn't it suck once you start pressing on samples and that's just loud as fuck? Cause everything else is fucking low. So then you
Yeah,
click on.
everything that is default. Yeah,
So then and then when you drag it into the project, that's just loud as fuck.
you gotta assign it, set it to its volume. It's yeah, it's convenient.
If you put the
Inconvenient.
max, everything's already at that level. So when you drag in like a sample, it's not gonna be too far off already. Like you're kind of getting a general idea of what you're already gonna get. You know?
It kind of correlates into like mixing on the go, right? Like some people, that's why many people don't like mixing on the go. Like they just rather just assign tracks and just like wait till the mixing, right? Because like yeah,
I'll
like
do that
again,
sometimes.
yeah, I was gonna ask you, is that just like a case by case scenario for you, like mixing on the
Yes,
go?
like sometimes I mix on the go
I'm always mixing on the go. I'm
because
always.
I want a finalized version. Like I already want to know what it sounds like.
Yeah, I'm
But then
saying.
sometimes I'm like, you know what? I just want to be ignorant and I just want to make some shit. So let's go. Fuck it. It sounds how it sounds and I'll mix it down and make it cleaner later. But usually I'll put in kick, snare, sub, and like a couple cents and be like, nah, let's fucking mix it.
That's a sick ass snub, bro.
And fucking sidechaining, bro. I have to sidechain like right away. If I don't, like my track, bro, you don't have no idea how big of a difference side chaining will make your track sound, bro. Like I thought my track was trash, and then I sidechained everything. I was like, oh, this shit hits, bro.
No, bro. I mean, it's just, bro. You don't want any of those signals clashing, and you realize, like, bro. When I look back at some of my first tracks, and I see, I specifically volume automate, but that's another conversation. Because again, side chaining does come with its benefits, but I volume automate, but it could kind of be the same thing as to like side chaining. Like I think like being able to tame certain frequencies when certain samples hit, so that way you could get a result. Like for example, like for a while when I started making EDM, I was like, damn, how do I like this is like this is more mixing. This is like more of the mixing aspect of production. I was like, damn, how is they making the kicks stand out more? How are they making these claps stand out? How is it to where like the synth is kind of have like its own like doesn't feel like it just slapped on the beat. It seems like it has like it's like the attack and
Flow.
the release is like properly being introduced and released. And uh, I didn't realize like side chaining. Well, for me specifically, it's volume automating at first. I was like, damn, like yeah, like when this synth hits the same time as this kick, these signals do not need to be clashing. Like I want to make this kick stand out. Or again, it really depends on how you want your track to sound. But like if you want your kick to stand out, like one would use sidechain. Like they would sidechain their synths to the kick, so that way when the kick hits, everything else ducks in, but comes back right away. When the kick is out, and you could change like the adjustments on the attack and the release with that. And yeah, I think when it comes to clean mixes, bro, I think sidechaining is very useful as fuck. I seen a big difference in my cleanliness of mixes for my tracks when I started like really like putting more attention into like sidechaining and volume automating
And
like my tracks.
I think what's really important too is like where you place your VST on your rack. Like that
Oh
place,
really?
bro. That plays a
Oh
super
because
importance,
like
bro.
the one that's underneath it, right? Like it's gonna add to all the effects, right? Is that what you're
No,
saying? Or what do you mean?
no, because like I guess yes, but not like I you see my rack right, but the audio chain is going like this, bro. It's going into your mixer, into your channel. So say that channel 5, and then it's going down. It's going into
The
my
denoise,
my D
the
noise. Then
EQ.
it's getting EQ'd. Then it's going into my virtual rack. Then it's getting DS, which I should have put the DSer on top. I fucked up. And then it goes into my ozone.
Yeah, like the
And
routing
where
is
you play,
important.
yeah, where you place all those shit, super important because I don't want my, like I said, I fucked up now, but my de-essers at the bottom. I don't want to cut out frequencies after I just fucking put it through my virtual
You
rack
want to
that
put it
has a
underneath the
compressor.
ozone
No, I want
or
to put it
where?
on the top, bro, because I want to take out all the super harsh frequencies right
Oh,
away.
before all the other
Right away,
plugins.
bro,
Got
so
you.
that when I do send it through my compressor or whatever, it's not compressing that high frequency. Like it's not there. You can't. You feel me?
Yeah,
Like
if you want to get that result, that's what you would do in that order. Yeah.
yeah, that's super important. Like your EQ should definitely be up top. Obviously, I have the voice denoise because that's just getting rid of like the AC background and shit right
Mm.
now. And then I'm EQing our voice. You feel me? Because I want to EQ after I get rid of everything else. And then you want to compress, which is what that virtual rack is doing. But that virtual rack also has EQs on it too. And then it has a compressor, and then it should go into the ozone, which is making it louder and shit. Like, which also has more EQs and other shit and maximizer on it and whatnot. But like where everything's on there, and then like say you want a side chain, I put my side chain last slots at the bottom. Like that's the last thing that is doing. That's the last thing I want. Depending, because sometimes like, well, no, this is what I'll do. I sidechain twice, so I'll sidechain with the limiter, and then I'll sidechain with a volume effect, pretty much. So I'll use the fruity balance, which is just a volume knob on it,
Uh,
right? And I'll put though that fruity balance depending if like there's like a delay or reverb. If I still want that delay and reverb, like, and I don't want to cut it out, then I'll put that fruity balance on top of it because I'm
mm,
still like getting rid of the actual noise or the actual synth or whatever I'm sidechaining, but that reverb is still gonna play. Like even if like I'm automating that reverb is still playing over the automation. Whereas if I would have put the volume automation underneath the reverb and then it would have volume automated, you would have heard the reverb duck out too. And sometimes I don't want the reverb to duck out. You feel me? So like where you place that shit, super important. And
bro,
then
yeah, patching. Like, it's like patching, bro. Like you
mhm.
literally like when it when we're talking about yeah like the effects track on like the track, like you can't just like throw shit out of order each
It will fuck up your
every sequence and expect the same result. No, you have to put if you want a certain result, you have to put each effect in its order. Like and the routing, bro, the routing and the patching has to be like it has to be done in a specific way for
it's,
you to achieve that exact same
you just
effect
gotta
again.
understand what you're trying to achieve and then how to achieve it. You feel me? Like
Mm-hmm.
what do you want this sound to sound like? Okay, well, what are the plugins you're gonna need to make it sound like how you want it to sound?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you want it to sound more loud, you want it to sound more heavy, you want it to sound more like thin, like like what do you want it to sound like? And then depending on how you want it to sound like is how you have to arrange your rack. Because
Mm-hmm.
like not everything's gonna be the same. Like everything sounds different. Everything has its own frequency range. Everything's gonna sit in a different place in the mix. You feel me? So
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's really important. Also, like, do you when you lay things on like the map, do you automate using like say there's a sample, you right click and you use that volume?
That's actually a real dope question you asked, bro. Because I recently just switched the way I automate volumes. I used to volume off the the track volume, but now I automate the sample volume.
Got you. So like on the
I click on the
map, right?
sample.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
got
shows
you.
this. Yeah, I do
So
that now.
know when you do that, that's coming before everything on your chain. So you're
All
automating
right, cool.
before you put anything on your chain.
Okay.
So like that's what that is. So
All right, for
I
sure.
learned that too recently
Okay.
because I was doing that shit too, and I was like, okay, I'm still hearing my texture VST go. I was pretty much hearing all my other VSTs still go after I was automating. So then it made me realize, oh, okay, this is happening first, and then it's getting fed
Yeah,
into
because
it.
when you're automating the, this is what I yeah, this is what I learned too. Like mixing, knowing what you want to mix and get into.
Yeah,
When I'm automating the mixer track, I'm not just automating that audio. I'm automating also the effects and everything else that's like
yeah,
assigned to that track. And if I just want to automate just the song itself, And also too, I've learned that when I automate the mixer volume, I end up wanting to like
Adjust it.
adjust it, and I
That's why
find
I
it
never
really
did that shit.
inconvenient.
Super inconvenient, bro.
It makes it.
That's
I like it better that I automate it to the sample, and I could actually adjust the track.
use
The mixer.
fruity balance. Fruity balance is
Okay.
just put it on your chain at the end, and it has all it is. It has a pan knob and then has a volume knob, and then just fucking right click and make the automation for the volume knob, and
Mm.
that works just as good. And then you can still move your track and all that, and then you could arrange it on your mix on the actual effect rack. Like you can move it wherever you want on the effect rack now.
Yeah, I would recommend that way of automating. Would you?
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
if you
I,
want
like
if
I
you
s-
want like
yeah, yeah.
yeah, if you want to like really get full control of like editing your sounds, like I used to just automate my mixer track volume for a while, and if you really want to get if you really want to get to the source, if you really want to automate the source audio, yeah, just get into the sample and automate the actual sample volume, not the mixer track volume that the sample is assigned to.
Yeah, that's
There you go.
it's like if you think about it, like no one's really like doing that shit live, bro. Like on a
No,
mixer track, bro. Like
nah,
no
cause
one's
yeah,
doing that.
when we would let our projects play doing that style of mixing, like yeah, we're automating the faders, and it's just yeah. If it during the drop when we have the synth side chain and we want the kickstand out,
That's all you're doing, bro. But no one does that shit
and
live.
I mean it gets the job done, right? It gets the job done, but I switched over to that, and I'm like, yeah, it just makes sense for me to just go this way, because like again, for
And
me to
also
just yeah.
it lets you like visually map out like your attack time and your fucking release time and shit like
Oh
that.
yeah, and that too, and like with the automation of the volume, you're automating volume. You're not necessarily. Yeah, I guess you do. You could control the release and the
No,
attack,
you
but
are the way you map
like you are,
attack
but
and release is basically
like
you moving the line a certain
yeah,
amount
yeah,
this
it
way.
is. And
That's all attack and
I mean,
release is,
yeah. So I
bro.
mean, it's like
You're doing
it's
the
the
same
same
thing. It's
shit,
the
but
exact
it's
same
like
thing.
it's just whatever works for your workflow.
Yeah.
And I feel like I just started recently just automating the actual sample volumes versus the mixer track volumes, because yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes you don't want to automate if you have effects on that track too. You don't want to have
Automate
those
those
effects
effects.
automated. You just want to automate the source signal, and you just
Yeah.
go into the yeah. You click on the sample, the window pops up. Of you should it should on FL it should show you the sample, and yeah, on the top right, that little volume knob, right click automate. Yeah, that's how it looks like for me on FL. Um, that's what I've been doing. Yeah. Mixing. Let's see what else.
That's honestly those tips right there. You should be like that. Should
Yeah, and also too.
EQ everything. That's
Yeah,
it.
and
Literally,
we're talking
bro.
about mixing and mastering, bro. What are some advice and tips that you could
Mastering.
let me finish. What is or well, actually what's some advice that you could share with upcoming newer producers that are getting into mixing and mastering? Uh, what are some tips that you could let them know, whether if it's in the mixing or it's in the mastering? Because
In the
I feel like
mixing,
I feel like I sometimes still struggle, not as much like as hard as I used to before, but I'm now able to like kind of better understand like, oh, it's a mixing issue, oh, it's a mastering issue. What would you say would be like some tips for someone to isolate those issues?
EQ everything when you're mixing. EQ everything. Make sure you're not layering things unnecessarily,
True.
and trust presets. Like don't veer away from presets when it comes to mixing. Like that shit will help you so much. Just understand like what the preset just did, you know.
Well, okay, I respect that.
And then when it comes to mastering, trust the presets, bro. I don't. Mastering's difficult. Like it's gonna be a challenge.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
trust the presets, bro. I don't
You know,
know.
something that I've been learning as or I've been translating as a producer is reverse engineering presets. Like
Yeah.
I've been doing that with like Ozone. Like I've been going through like it's like mastering presets, and I'll like study like what it did. I'll look into like it's like I'm like, oh, okay, it's sounding like this because in this tab like it's got yeah. So like
They need to have a rhythm preset, bro.
they only got a dubstep preset for now,
That shit's so trash too.
bro.
It's so trash. I've used it
We're talking about
once.
Ozone 9.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
trash, garbage, basura.
well,
I don't use it. The
yeah.
best when it comes to genre specific,
Okay.
electro house, bro. Use that shit. That gives your track so much clarity. You might have to adjust like the maximizer a little
And you can
bit,
adjust it. Yeah.
and the limiter, but it's pretty solid. Like it's for most tracks, it's pretty solid. It might not be your final, but it'll get you like playable for sure. Playable if you're just using preset.
Hmm.
But I think a good feature on Ozo 9 is the master reference. So like
Oh yeah, let's talk about that.
but
I'm
I use
down.
that that's what I use to master now.
That's hella
Obviously
cool.
like I'll adjust after, but like to get like clarity, like all whatever my track sounds like, I'll find the most banging track that's similar to it, and then I'll use that as the master reference. Right now, I've been using Ham Bro track. I think it's called Love It or something like that
Oh, for
as my
sure.
mastering
Oh
temp
yeah.
because that shit's fucking clean, loud, heavy, and like the mixing is kind of how I like to mix. So like it works. It works.
Yeah, if you guys have a reference track, let us know in the comments. We'd like to know.
Bro, you should always be referencing. Always be referencing. Like if you really want that like clean, that like studio, that like upper echelon like sound, reference them, bro. Like when you're mixing, when you're producing, reference them. Like listen to the techniques that they're doing. Like see how they're spacing shit out. Like it's a good thing to do. Like how else? No one else is gonna show you how to do it. So you got to learn how to do it yourself. Reference shit, bro. And then eventually you're gonna start doing it your way, and it's gonna be banging.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't reference though. No, I'm just kidding. I only reference after I'm done with my track. Just just because I want a fucking good mix and master, bro. That's it.
Mhm. Yeah. You know, I'm kind of sketched about people charging mastering when I feel like sometimes they're just throwing it in on a mastering preset
So,
and calling it a.
did you do it? Can you do it? Would you have trusted if you did it?
If
You're
I
not paying no one. You're paying someone to trust in making you a master. You obviously didn't trust yourself,
no, I wouldn't. No, I just no, not today's time.
so it's like, how
No,
do you
like
know?
if I want to, yeah, like no, I don't know.
How do you know?
No, I'm hella down right now to like still figure out my mastering skill.
Yeah, same.
I'm willing to. Yeah, I'm willing. I'm willing.
I think I got a good master. I'm decent with my shit right.
Uh,
I'm at a good level to where the point I'm at, I'm just like, I just need to make a banger at this point. Like I just need to make that shit.
mm,
I just need to make that shit. Like that's it.
um, would you say have you had that feeling with any of these previous records?
All my tracks I have that
Right.
feeling, bro. I'm like, yeah, just make that shit, boy.
All right,
Fuck
all
you
right,
mean?
all right. I was just wondering. I'm like, damn, I could have swore like you've had tracks that like you were really like, cause I have tracks like that too. Like,
Yeah, bro. I feel all my tracks like that.
all right, for sure. I was just wondering. I'm like,
Fuck
wait.
you mean?
I just wanted to make sure. I'm like, hold up, bro. Like, I could have sworn you like, like I'm pretty sure you're excited about your music. What the fuck?
Yeah, but I know the
I feel you
feeling that
though.
I've had with my past tracks, so I know the feeling that I'll get when I made that one.
Oh, okay. I
Maybe I
got you.
don't
I
fucking know,
got you.
bro. But that's what I'm focused on, bro. Just making that one. Like I don't.
Cause then that's it, bro. Like you get put into that like spotlight of okay, I'm in the spotlight. Now it's up to me to take
It's
advantage.
up to me, bro. It's been up to me. Like it's up to you. You feel me? Like it's. I don't know. I
Yeah, bro, it's
not
always been
not.
up to us, bro.
Yeah,
Like, no,
yeah.
I'm not. Look, I'll say straight up. I don't expect anyone to get me like to put like I. Everyone's like everyone's gotta put in like their work, and like everyone has to realize that like everyone's progression is not gonna be the same. Although you might look at another person and be like, "What the hell? Like, I'm doing the same things they're doing." That's not reality, bro. Like you, like I could be doing something exact same thing as another artist is doing, and I could bitch about how I'm not reaping the same benefits or spotlight or whatever. But like each individual like person is gonna like run in through like its own like obstacles and like we're
But
going through its own
check this,
success and shit. And it's like,
bro. Like this is an art project, bro. Like Zion Don. I'm pretty sure maybe you see Husky the same way, bro. This is a project that I create art with. Like, so rolling out everything underneath Zion Don, like it's every. Yeah, I'm looking for that one, but at the same time, I mean, when I say I'm looking for that one, like my Starry Night, my art piece. You feel me? Like
I think I know what you're saying.
you feel me? Like that, and like no matter what, like I'm not just trying to chase that track, but it's my art piece that I'm just
Like
like,
your Mona Lisa, right?
yeah, bro.
I got you.
I'm searching to make my Mona Lisa, like continuously trying to make that Mona Lisa. You feel me? Every track, and when I say make it, like I mean package it too.
I
Like
get what you're saying. Like,
that's what
can
it
I give you
is.
can I give you like an example so I can
Yeah,
understand? Like a Fetty Wap's "Baby, Won't You Come My Way,"
yeah. I guess, yeah.
or Drake's. You know, I get what you're saying. Like, but
But my
yours, I
version,
got you.
like,
Yeah, I got you.
cause like, all right, bro, like, and this is what this is something, and this is where I that not struggle at, but my mentality is really at. Like, I want to make my one of those my way, the way I want it to be done.
Correct.
Like, there's so many people that you hear and they're like, oh, that sounds like this, that sounds like this,
Okay.
that sounds like this, and yeah, like you made that track and you made it sound like what you wanted to make it sound like, but you didn't progress anything, like you didn't do anything to make it sound like you specifically. You just made it sound like that genre specifically
Like
or
for that
whatever.
market.
Yeah, and that's not how you make that one. You feel me? People
Right.
make that one by making their shit the way they want it, and then it's the one because they package it to be the one. And then it hit because it was that. Like
Like there's no template for this. That like
no,
yeah, there's
bro.
no
Like,
template, bro.
and like my one might sound totally different than like what like everyone else's one
You could
is
try to
gonna sound like
replicate
it.
my one, but it might not entirely be the same results.
Like Skrillex's one, bro, was probably like Scary Monsters and that out like that
Yeah,
sound and
okay.
shit. Like
Yeah, I
that was
agree.
his one. You feel
I
me? And
feel
now
that.
he has like a whole bunch of other shit
Correct.
that are his art projects and shit like that. You feel me? That are also his ones. But like, I'm not look. I don't want to make my one like Skrillex's Scary Monsters. You feel me? I'm not trying to make anyone else's like. I'm not trying to make my sound like a Borgor sound. I'm not trying to
Yeah, yeah,
make my
like
sound
you're
like that.
unreplicable, bro.
Like that's the thing. Like, and like
Separates
if
it
it's
extra
not
good.
that, I don't want to put it out. I don't want to. It's not my art piece. Like, and like bro, I've shown you tracks that I'm just like I'm not feeling it no more. That were pretty like decent. They kind of sounded like outside tracks maybe, but it's just like that's not what this art project is
It's
really
about right.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
for sure.
like I'm at that point. Like, all right, everything has to be like, and like, yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm putting out tracks that or whatever are cool that I like the remixes that I just put out. Like they're definitely authentically like what I like and whatnot, and my image and whatnot. But like the remixes, you feel me? And that's that. But like I'm trying to progress. Like whatever sound is sounding right now, like I want to be my sound in that space. You feel me? Like
Mm.
that's and if it's not that, if I'm not getting like recognition off of that, then I'm cool. I'm still gonna create my version, whatever that is. You feel me? And
Mm-hmm.
like it is what it is. Like everything that I've put out, I feel like has been my version of whatever the fuck everything else has been. You feel me? Like I don't know. There's something about hearing like some tracks now, and I'm just like, fuck, bro. This is just climate. Like this track is only a climate track, if that makes sense. Like,
Uh, I think I believe I understand that. Like, actually, fuck.
especially in dubstep is where I'm
Okay, okay,
like
okay.
in
I
bass,
understand
bro.
it. I understand it.
I don't want like that. It's
I
so
get, I
hard
get what you're
not to be.
saying.
You feel
I
me?
feel like producers fall into the trap of like, this is the climate of the sound.
So make it.
Therefore, yeah. Therefore, I feel inclined to give the market what it's munching on.
Uh huh.
But I'm in the mindset of like, nah, bro. Like, I'm trying to create some new shit that I believe these people would like to munch on. And again, that's a longer road, or
Yeah.
it's a shorter road. You never know. Like, it's just a matter of you pushing out that what you think is like
Dope.
different,
Yeah.
like not replicable, bro. Like you said, uh,
Not even that it's not replicable, but it like just it's not there yet. Like it's not out there. Like you
okay,
feel me?
I feel
Like it's
that. Like
not.
you could be that one of the like a pioneer, like the actual
Yeah,
true
yeah.
pioneer of it.
Like
I
bro.
feel that.
Okay.
Cause would you? Cause let me ask you this. Would you feel would you feel like what would be the word? Would you feel honored like if you created a genre and other producers
Hell yeah.
followed through?
Hell yeah.
Cause you wouldn't be like those producers like oh copycatters fuck these fools like
Nah.
you would encourage you're like
Bro, you
damn
know
that's
how many
tight.
Say My Name artists are out there right now? Like, you feel
Shit,
me? Like, I don't like,
I got you. Yeah,
but they're still Say My Name. You feel me? Like, I don't,
I got you.
and see, I don't want to be a Say My Name artist. I don't want to be like that pocket. You feel me? A lot of these people that are good or household names is because they found their groove and whatever the fuck they wanted to make. You know, like even like some of these bass artists, like a Getter, an OK, fucking uh Floss, like they all made their way by making their sound and not like
Yeah,
replicating what was the sound already. You feel me? Like none of them were those artists. You feel me? Like whatsoever.
yeah. You know you know they lived in an era of you know an experimental
Experiment.
area, bro. Because they weren't really necessarily. I mean, there was a lot of genres going on, but there wasn't a lot of genres going on a lot. Like there wasn't a lot of that suppression
and then
happening.
and then let's take OK for an example. He was making all that crazy bass music, right? But what made him pop? It was Thief, right? But Thief still has that like his crazy weird synth work, like in like that trap synth work in it.
Right.
So like he just basically made his shit into that big one. You feel me? He made his sound into that one. You feel me? Like that's what I'm chasing. Like my one. Like what do you think that one is for you? Not like what's your levels, bro? What's your ghost and stuff? Like, do you think you've made that, or you still think you're like looking for that, or like still like trying to like evolve to that?
I mean, this is just like how I feel about my music. I feel like some previous records I've made, like, I'm like, damn, like I made that shit. Like hell, like I made this shit, and like
For sure.
I'm like whether if it's like whether if it's like something that sounds like this another song or not, like I feel like it was some songs that I've released. I have felt like damn, like for me this feels like uh, this feel like they could be an effect of like a ghost and stuff. Or I mean that's definitely like aiming huge for sure, as you should. Um, but like, but you know, Ghost and stuff was a product of its time, and Dead Mouse has made better songs. So I have felt like that, and I for sure feel like I'm gonna be making obviously more catalog that will give me that feeling of oh yeah, like this for me this feels like a ghost and stuff. But has it like but once the product is out, like have I reaped the benefits of like a ghost and stuff, of like you know of it being the one? No, no, I haven't. But I have felt like that for sure for some of my tracks. I'm like yeah, like I mean not in the objective of like it's gonna succeed really well. But like that's how I felt about it being the one for me. Like yeah, like this is gonna solidify me as an artist. I think like for me when I think about the one, I'm like yeah, this is like I feel like there's I don't know about you, but I feel like there's like certain tracks out there that's public for you to listen that represents me a lot more than other tracks. Like like if you were to ask me what track represents you the most, I could give you a track. This track. I have a bunch of catalog and they all fairly sound like have the same sound, but I could give you a track and be like, yeah, this track right now fully represents who I am like as an artist. This felt like the one for me, but it didn't necessarily like get like the one attention. Um, but I understand I understand your mindset, and I think I'm in the same mindset, bro. I'm creating music, and I'm trying to see if it could be marketable and packaged as the one.
Yeah, and
That's
that's
like
what I'm like.
that's my trap. Like
And when I say I'm waiting, I'm like waiting in a sense of I'm interested, like what that one is gonna be. You feel me?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
what
So
art project of mine is gonna be like. Damn, that was it. Like, cause I'm curious too, bro. Like it's not like I'm banking on everything's gonna be that one,
right,
but
right.
I'm just curious. Like okay, like, and it's kind of like a fun game to play. It's like playing the claw machine, bro. Hoping that this time the claw is gonna clamp down all the way and you're gonna fucking lift that one up. But sometimes as you're moving it, it just falls, bro. And you're like, "Ah, we gotta try again, bro. Let's
Farewell,
go."
my friends. I go up to a better place.
Yeah, bro. Sometimes you're not one of them. You feel me? Sometimes you're not chosen by the claw. You feel me? Not all your tracks are gonna be chosen by the claw. But it's okay. That doesn't mean you're still not a prize. That doesn't mean the tracks aren't a prize. You feel me? Fucking poet, fam.
No,
Fuck out of here.
whether how I feel if my tracks are the one, I mean, I always feel like whatever I'm releasing at this stage of my like music career, like I'm getting a lot more picky with what, like honestly, like I think I've told you so many times, like recently this year I've came across projects where I was like pretty much ready to start packaging. I'm like, nah, this is just not what I want
I
to
feel you on
release.
that.
Like, or I'll even take it a step further. Like previous episodes, I have mentioned about releasing a Barbie flip. Never came out, bro. Uh,
But I feel you.
yeah, fucking didn't like. I didn't like what was for like for me. I just didn't like again. It was just that mindset of like, even if it's a remix or a flip, like, am I still able to like optimize it to be the one? Like, because I feel like every track has like the one the one run. Because like it's fair. I believe that when you release a track, how you treat it promotion wise, like if you believe it's the one, your promotion campaign is different versus, oh, it's just another one of those tracks.
For
So I
sure.
think your mentality always has to be
For sure.
the one if you want to have your mindset and your marketing efforts to be 110%. Because I'm gonna confess, I'm gonna admit that some less exciting tracks that I've released have seen less marketing efforts
For
versus
sure.
versus the tracks that I was very excited about. I'm going in on making sure that like my objective is to get it to many listeners. I'm putting in a lot of effort into marketing. So yeah, I agree that my mentality right now is thinking it's the one. Therefore, like I'm putting like the 110% effort in the marketing, the packaging, yeah, everything. I don't know. Oh, someone wrote an essay, bro.
God damn.
Let's see what it says right here. It's a bot, anyways.
You
This will
should have
say,
read it. You should
uh,
have just made it up, bro.
well, the thing is that the mic's over here. Um, oh, for sure. Like this one. Let's see what this fucking shit say, bro. This shit says, hi, I want to offer promotion for your channel, viewers, followers, views, chatbots. The price is lower than any competitor. The quality is guaranteed to be the best. Auto on. Incredibly flexible and convenient order management panel. Everything is in your hands. Turn it on, off, customize. Go to viewshype.com. Hell yeah. I thought it was just like a genuine ass paragraph. Like, oh, someone has a genuine ass question.
I
Fucking.
know, right? They're about to say, nah, every track you make is the one husky. Fuck yeah. It wasn't that.
I think it's important when you're releasing music to have the mindset of like, this is a great product.
For sure.
I mean, even
You have to have
I,
that mindset.
I, I think I think as a realist, you have to accept sometimes like when your track is like, okay, like this next track I'm gonna release. I felt like this too. Like I have released better feeling tracks, like how I feel about this record. But when it comes to the marketing efforts, you have to treat it like it's the one. Like to optimize it, bro. Like every release you do, you gotta treat it like it's the one.
You
Cause
gotta feel like you're spamming that bitch,
it's
bro.
always that it could be that extra effort on every track, bro, that could get you closer to the whatever whatever level you want to be in your music career. And I think that helps me a lot too, like always treating my release like it's that's why now like a lot of my releases have been like not really because like my music catalog release used to be like bi-weekly starting years. Now it's become a monthly thing. And I've noticed that it's become a monthly thing because I'm prioritizing much more on like
Campaign.
in the pre and the post. And
That's
not
the
to say,
fun part, though.
and it is the fun part, and I allow myself that much time because that much time allows me to have fun with the
And like
promotion.
thinking of the ideas and all that shit. Like that's the part you got to take into account. Like it's gonna be difficult, but like it's something that you gotta have fun with and like be a realist with yourself at the end of the day, and be like, okay, what do I need to do to make this track successful? If I just post it on my social media, how many social media followers do I have? How many friends are going to share it on their stories? That's not enough, I don't think. How do I get this to more people? How can I make this track fun for people? How can I make this uh, interactive for people? How can I make people be more engaged? What can I do when I go out to DJ? Like a bunch of shit like that, like all has to add up into that one release, like that's what you just gotta do it. Like, how else are you promoting your music? You feel me? Like, no one else is gonna promote your music for you. So you gotta find every way and set it up that way. But I mean, it could be fun. Go out, go to LA, go do something, record some cool shit, go eat some cool food. I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie. I've been making registering my music hella fun. It's been such a frustrating thing, but like every time I like now register like my music, I'm like hell yeah, like that's fucking covered, bro. Like that side of that shit's protected. Like yeah, like there are some things that you're just gonna eventually do. Like I know we don't want to maybe do the metadata, but like I don't know, like this is just a me thing. Like I just love knowing that like my product has the necessary information for the consumer. Like at least that's how I want like my product to be viewed at. Like like I want my product to be informative. Uh, and I don't know, man. I just it's still crazy how we move as music artists and how we release music over time. Um, yeah, like even then, like even just getting like my own like dedicated graphic designer to do my artwork. Like I didn't have that in the beginning. Like I was kind of just going through like websites, using stock pictures and like all that kind of evolved. It's all learning patterns. Some people actually do get it. At the like some people actually just get it like right off the bat. More power to them. But it's been it's been a fun learning experience and it still is. Um, yeah, honestly, like when it comes to releasing music, I've definitely have made it much more funner for myself. Um, yeah, versus having to make it feel like, oh damn, like fuck, like I gotta register this shit, I gotta create teasers, I gotta I gotta, yeah. I've just made it now much more of like a yeah, like hell yeah, like I did this. What's next? Like yeah, there's always what's next, what's next, what's next, hell yeah, what's next, what's next, hell yeah, what's next, what's next. Uh, and you know
True.
what's next, bro? New music, bro. New music.
Facts.
Yeah. I got some music coming out pretty soon. I got some remixes coming out this upcoming week. We just premiered the Sean Zyro remix of my Like This record from the Time of My Life EP. That's out now on my SoundCloud for a premiere. It's got a free download, and you can still download stems to make a remix of your own Time of My Life or Like This remix. I got stems available for every song of the EP. Go and check that out. The full remix EP is coming out August 31st on every streaming platform. Last minute things have changed. I'm gonna premiere one more remix before the official release. We're gonna be premiering the Mr. Cool Tricks Time of My Life remix on my SoundCloud Monday, August. What is it today? 27th, twenty
Yeah.
eighth. Monday 28th. We'll be premiering the Mr. Cool Tricks remix. Future Rhythm, melodic bass. I'm really excited for that remix to come out. One of my favorites from the EP as well. And you can also stream the Sean Zyro one too. So there'll be two premieres, two remixes out on my SoundCloud before the official release. You can go ahead and pre-save that remix EP on my link in my bio. Once again, coming out August 31st. The other two remixes are from Juice and Nightlight. So keep an eye out for that. Let's see. Let's see what other things I got announcements. Oh yeah, Gold Digger official release party.
Hey.
It's out now. The news is out. We're doing an official release party with them over at Low End. It's their first official Gold Digger release party, and I'm really excited to host that for them in LA. We have ONU coming through headlining. Uh, I'm down to freaking confirm the supporting acts right now. Let's do
Let's
it.
do it.
Confirmed right now. And I think we're still adding a few more. Uh, so supporting acts, we got Tripbox, Back to Back Burn.
Let's go. Let's
Then we
go.
got Broshi, Back to Back Hyperdelic.
Hey.
We got Neural Dimension on the lineup,
Shout out.
and we're doing something. We're gonna try it out. We're gonna see how it works. Low end All Stars,
Hey.
low end All Stars. So yeah. So if y'all cool with the low end fam, we're gonna have some All Stars play. So better have that USB ready, Robert. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So we're gonna try some shit for the first official Gold Digger party, low end All Star set. I'm looking forward to that. I think it'll be a real nice way for a lot of the homies, to drop some tracks on the show. I don't know if people don't want to be a part of it, that's their pedo. But yeah, we're gonna be making some invitations to some all stars, and yeah, looking forward to that. So if you guys want to find out who the all stars are, I'm sure they'll be making their announcements the week of, or you can find out if you pull up. We did sell out all the guest list spots for the Gold Digger party. Hell yeah.
Hey,
Hooray. Hooray. Hell yeah.
let's
Hoorah.
go. Let's go.
Uh yeah, thanks for everyone that copped it. We're on the early bird tickets now. I think the early bird tickets are going till this Monday, 2 p.m. Pacific. Or again, they're a limited batch, so they might end early, and it's looking like they could end maybe tonight. So, but when you guys get this episode, probably already be on the next tier. So, if you guys are on Twitch, again, go on low end, get your early bird. We just got rid of the guest list spots. Shout out to everyone that copped them. September 22nd, Friday. That's gonna be dope in downtown LA at the Lash LA Social House. Also, if you're in Vancouver, September 15, yeah, for anyone that's in Canada, Vancouver, I'm gonna be playing the Spaghetti Tour Stop
Let's
at Celebrities
go.
Nightclub. I'm gonna be playing alongside Stinkface for a back to back. We'll be supporting Dr. Ushu, Ivory, and obviously the headliner Spaghetti. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm excited for everyone that's involved. I want to thank the companies that are sponsoring this event, that contacted me to be a part of it, and to be going back to back with Stinkface. Uh, I believe this is like one of Vancouver's top nightclubs. Like I talked to a lot of like my friends in Canada, and like people were messaging me like, "Hey, bro, like good shit, dude. Like celebrities is like a fucking like all EDM artists go to celebrities and another venue in Vancouver, nothing else. So I think it's a real dope to add that to I mean, shit. We'll see if Border lets me in. Shit, I don't know, man. They've been acting a little sketch. The whole little COVID thing. People are getting a little sketch now, but
Yeah.
yeah, if you guys are in Canada, September 15th, Friday, 19 and over in Canada. Yeah, yeah. If you didn't know,
Some Avalon shit.
19, yeah, 19 and over. Also for drinking, yeah, 19 and over in Canada. Also, fun fact: our dollar is worth $1.30 in Canada. So yeah, best believe I'm gonna come through with my American money. Cause yeah, pretty much the price is the same over there. So yeah, hell yeah, it's like Mexico. Only I don't know, Mexico currency is kind of giving us less value right now. I don't know if you guys have noticed that shit, but yeah, don't go to Mexico right now if you're going with American money. But going back to Canada, appreciate the invite. Appreciate Spaghetti and their team for approving me and having me come through on that tour stop. It's real awesome. If you're in town, grab tickets. Link in the bio. I'm gonna be premiering a lot of new music, and yeah, I'm really excited to just touch back with the M&G fam. Miss them, and yeah, yeah. Also, and going back to the one, like I feel like I could testify like "Help Me," which is one of my tracks that I released with M&G. That was like the one for me, like at an underground level. If I look back into like what transpired because of that release, like I think that had a lot of V1 underground
One
benefits
energy.
because I admit that if I didn't do that release with this label at that time, I would have not gotten contacted to play Lost Lands. I would have not have gone to Canada to do these gigs with this M&G promoter. So um, I think, and then I'm gonna share some advice. I think this also goes into play with me, like really selecting the label that I wanted to do this release with. Like I knew at the time, like they were able to provide these kinds of opportunities to people that released on their label, and I took advantage of that. And I'm glad that they ended up liking the product, the release. The release did, good numbers for them. They say it's one of their top hitting releases for the label ever since their operation of the label, which and it's crazy. The remixes from that song like helped garnish like some noise for another homie artist of mine called Jikwi. So like yeah, if I think about like M&G, I think like that my first release with them, my first release with them was like had the even before what all transpired. That was one of like my like I felt good about that label release. I'm like, damn, this is a label that's been like signing like artists that I was like really messing with, and like yeah, definitely the one energy. Again, there's certain tracks that I've released has given me a lot of the one energy, and I definitely am blessed and honored to be representing energy uh for this show. uh yeah, hella awesome. And yeah, if you're doing label releases, keep an eye out for those kinds of stuff. If someone releases on that label and they happen to be getting, opportunities, be observant about that shit. Like learn how to be quiet sometimes and just observe. A lot of people like to go on Twitter and just like talk from the standpoint of no experience and like speculate. Honestly, just shut up and observe. I've learned to shut up and observe a lot more too. And honestly, if you observe and analyze, like you'd be surprised as to like how much clarity you get as an artist as to what you should be doing to get the results that you want. And go with your gut too. A lot of people will try to tell you what to do in your like in your individual like stage in your career, whether if you're a musician, uh, and this is everything, bro. Like if outside of creative, like if you're like in a profession and you're doing well and you're on track on your own path, and someone's trying to tell you like to do something different, like if it doesn't align with your objectives, like even if they tell you like it does, like I think your gut is. I think our guts knows us better than a lot and than many people, and um, yeah, there's things that I should have trusted my gut in the past that I didn't, and like yeah, I'm trusting my gut these days for sure, much more, um, especially on Guess That Tempo, bro. I mean, shit, god damn, I'm still thinking about that the X-ray Guess That Tempo, bro.
True.
Yeah, but if you guys are in Canada, September 15th, just want to let you know. Yeah, M&G, big shout out. And Blueprint, 404, celebrities for having me come through. I'm really excited for that. And yeah, just follow me on my social media for more updates. And I think that's about it for me. What about you, Robert?
Uh, nah, just keep a lookout on my socials for new music, and that's pretty much it. Zion Don underscore on everything. So
Yeah,
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 just
yeah,
keep a lookout.
yeah. Can you say when you're releasing that EP, or you're still thinking about a date? You say it's finished, but I don't know if you mentioned if you're gonna release it like anytime soon. This was before recording. Nah, you still thinking about it?
Yeah,
Shit.
probably. I know I had said like
This year?
probably end of nah,
Oh, so now
probably
it's.
beginning next year, but I'll still be dropping music this year. Just not that EP. I don't know. I
No, I
feel
feel that. I feel that. Like
we'll
there's some
see.
like I've had like not even EPs, but I feel like I've had tracks I want to release the next month. I'm like, oh no, this is gonna be next year, or it's gonna be like.
Yeah, because I feel like these are dope. Like I don't know. Let's start the year off with an EP. Like I'm down with
Right,
that, and I
yeah.
could like subtly like just put out tracks before then, and I'm
I
cool.
get what you're saying.
I'm cool.
I don't know. I don't know about you though, bro. I'm starting to feel like the music industry syndrome of Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Like you know how they say like as you get closer to Christmas, like just music in general just kind of slows down. And I'm in that state now, bro. Like as a musician, where like when it comes November and December, I'm not really trying to prioritize making music. I already have like by the time November comes, I already want like December planned out and like the first 3 months already planned out. Like so right now I'm grinding music for November, December, January, February, and March. Cause I know my right now, like this is just me. Like this is just me right now. Like when it comes to like now, like holidays, like I'm gonna spend a little bit more time like with some family, like because I feel like I was like in a trance, especially like during COVID, where like I was spending a lot of like my time, like my efforts into like going out to shows and like spending time at home, like making music, and I feel like I should have done a better job, like personally, like being at certain family events. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I've learned to like balance that shit better. Uh, this year, like family. I feel like personally, like with family, I wasn't really giving much time as I used to. Like, not necessarily just like my like direct family, but I say like cousins. Like like personally, I want to be like there for like those family members. Like specific family members now in like certain ages. Uh, like yeah, I just want to like spend more time. Like I feel like a year or two ago, even like during holiday season, I was just worried about like cranking out like product and like I'm not really trying to go to this Christmas party. Like I'm just gonna stay. I'm gonna go to the show because I feel like I need a network or whatever the fuck. Like I'm kind of over that shit now, bro. Like I'm come to the point in my life where when it comes to holiday season, I'm spending a lot more time with like who I want to spend time with and like less music.
I feel it. No, I feel it. I
Yeah,
feel
for
it.
sure. No, that was just like a fucking rant, like for sure. Cause like I feel like this could be a trap for some producers that we're just constantly like chasing and like working or hustling, whatever it is. Like it's good to just like take space away from like just step out of like your career for a minute and just like live life. I guess I don't know. Um, I feel like I feel like I wasn't really given much time and other like factors in my life. Uh, like friends and music, yeah, but like yeah, definitely I'm trying to give a lot more time for like for sure like my family, for sure. I personally feel like I've been lacking like certain areas like when it came to family like these past 2 years, and like I'm definitely trying to do a lot more better in that for sure.
I feel it. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about my family. Fuck
Oh
y'all.
shit.
We
Fuck.
good. We solid out
God
here.
damn, bro. Holy
Speaking
shit.
about family, I got a dip. I gotta go to my sister's house.
For sure. Okay. Hey, you're doing better. Making these. I mean, I guess you don't really care. I don't know, bro. That was a bit. I'm gonna say it's a bit, but it could be a bit. That'd be a nice bit.
I wasn't doing bad before.
No, I feel that.
I don't know.
But yeah. I mean, I'm looking forward to new music. Yeah. Check
I
out.
have my own place. My family can see me. What the fuck?
Oh yeah. Have they been seen? Oh, I don't know. This person, whatever. Uh, so it's all out. Link in bio. Pre-save new remixes. Sean Zyro's out. By the time this episode's out, I believe all the remixes are out. Mr. Cool Tricks out will be out too. Yeah, just follow me for more announcements. Follow Low End. Follow Lose the Tempo. Subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up. Leave us a comment if you guys enjoyed today's episode. Let us know any guests you guys would like to see too. Yeah, let us know in the comments. Um, yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Twitch, and we'll see you guys next episode. Peace.
Wait.